And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the room, saying select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Get going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, y'all, and welcome back to Dirty Boot Sports Podcast, episode 128.
What a time.
Wow, guys. It's been a while since I got to do the intro, too. It's been a minute. Probably in the episode, before the 100th episode, probably.
It's been a long time, for sure.
Last year during football season?
It was honestly probably whenever Clay was in Orlando that night. He had to Zoom from the airport.
Yeah, maybe so. So Clay is at VBS currently, serving the Lord, doing good work. So we're going to start it off. What we got on the lineup tonight, Chance?
Big thing tonight is we're going to be doing the NFC North preview, as well as our top 5 wide receivers, our Dirty 5 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Kind of a big one with our lines.
Dude, hey, I can't wait to discuss them. And you got some very intriguing storylines.
Are they going to stay healthy?
Absolutely. They're going to win the division.
Is Jared Goff for real?
Jared Goff is legit, man.
I think he's legit.
And you got
I think he's been legit.
You got Justin Fields up there, and you got what's the Love kid's first name? Not Bryce. Jordan
Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love. Like, you got all kinds of storylines. You got Captain Kirk. Like, a lot of stuff.
So I heard something that said that the Lions have had more money put on them than any other NFC team to win the NFC.
Whoa.
Not the North.
Whoa.
To NFC, period.
The NFC, period.
What does Vegas say?
Let me go look at that, because that's probably like plus at least 2,000.
Detroit just needs to win one playoff game first.
Well, so is that a sucker's bet, or is Vegas having to adjust the lines?
Hard knocks bet.
It's
It just shows you the NFC.
It's got to be
The weakness of the NFC.
some good odds is what I figure.
Because let's be honest.
It's got to be something valuable.
Is Detroit a top 5 team if they're in the AFC?
No.
Well, no.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're just,
Neither are the rest of the NFC, though. Either,
The
besides
Eagles
the
probably
Eagles.
are, yeah.
That's
I mean,
probably
49ers
it.
would be close.
And the Niners, yeah.
They'd be knocking on the
I
door.
need more Brock Purdy.
Well, yeah.
Before I could fully believe.
But, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I'm worried about Brock Purdy's frame. He's such a little guy, and I don't know if I believe in the little quarterback.
My gosh. Lions have the 4th best odds to win the NFC, plus 1,000.
Well, and I'm sure
That's why.
I'm
Plus
sure
1,000.
it was better. If that
Everybody
many
just
people
say,
bet
throw
on
100 on it.
Oh, they've done adjusted.
yeah, they've
it,
adjusted it because of all the betting on it. So it was probably a lot better odds.
Yeah, Eagles are at plus 250, Niners at plus 400, Cowboys at plus 600, and then the Lions at plus 1,000.
That Cowboys bet's a sucker bet.
Oh, yeah, always is. And the
Well,
Lions are
hey,
even plus money to win
There's
their
people
division.
going to throw some money on it.
That's right.
Yeah, they're plus 125.
There's some people in
130
Jackson
now.
Parish that are going to throw some money on
yeah.
that.
Right down the road.
That's right.
Yeah, all of Texas and Shreveport probably throw money on it.
Yeah, some big news.
Yeah, when I
this
left
week.
the Rangers game the other night after they got beat, all they were talking about was Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Oh,
hurry up
always.
football.
Always. They can't even be pleased with what they got going right now.
They can,
And the Rangers are great.
all
right
they
now.
were talking about was Dallas
awesome.
Cowboys.
Rangers are playing the best baseball in what? 10, 15?
10 years.
10 years since
To
Hamilton.
2012, 11, 12, 13 run when they made some runs.
Shout out Ron Washington.
Yeah.
What sucks is as good as they've played, Houston's going to end up taking the division before the year's up.
I saw Jordan and Altuve are both back tonight.
Ooh, well, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
So what big news?
Big news we got. Jimmy G has fully been cleared, I guess you could say, by his physical.
Jimmy Graham or? Oh,
Jimmy Garoppolo. He ain't got Jimmy Graham on here.
Jimmy Graham has too.
Yeah, he
Jimmy
has.
Graham has passed the physical.
Apparently, he looks really good in shorts and a sentence.
Always has.
So I seen a picture of him. Does he not look like slender?
Yeah, he lost weight his last couple of years before
He looked really thin.
he didn't play last year.
He better put on a little bit. He's about to take some rib shots.
Yeah, that's what I was
probably.
thinking. He needs a little bulk to him because he's supposed to get hit.
Yeah, I read somewhere where they said they were going to use him as a specialty role. Somebody said, well, yeah, they're going to probably use
red zone package.
some red zone packages and some blocking. I'm like, Jimmy, Graham's never blocked his whole career.
He don't know how.
Why is he going to start now?
We'll put Trayvon at tight end before that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait.
That was
to
probably
see-
some analyst or sports person just saying like,
Trying to be
he's old, he probably can't run, so he must block.
Yeah, he hasn't blocked ever.
And they have no idea.
No.
I can't wait to see him dunk on the goalpost.
I hope we
Get the
I hope we
touchdown.
get one of those.
We'll
Get
take
the
the penalty.
touchdown.
I hope we can get one of those. Yeah.
We got to let him do that.
Yeah.
What a pitch!
Back to Jimmy G. Sorry, Chance.
Yeah, Jimmy G, the sex god. He has finally passed his physical. His foot is okay. Was it his foot, or did we even know?
It was foot, wasn't it? I think it was his foot.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was the injury. It was the injury that put him down.
Yeah,
in the season last year.
So he's fully ready to go. Josh McDaniels is ecstatic, I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt.
Because
is he though?
He's got to be. He's better than Stead.
No, but does he want to win? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he? You're in the AFC. You're in the AFC West.
Yeah, probably one of the hardest divisions in football.
Right. Like, is he happy? Like, I don't think he's gonna get fired if he loses next year. Like,
he might though, man.
But who's Davis gonna hire? Another coach to fire 2 more years? Like, I mean,
Lincoln Riley. Bring him with Caleb Williams.
I mean, now that could happen. Now, you only laugh at that. Like,
I'm
there's
waiting on that.
Yeah, I mean, if Arizona goes all in on Caleb Williams, don't think they're not gonna call Lincoln Riley too? Like,
and they've already tried it once with Kingsbury and Kyler, and
what
it
does
worked
that
out.
Raiders team even look like though?
Well, I mean,
their defense is
okay.
They got a good defense.
Pretty good defense, and they got obviously a running game. I mean,
that's
no,
what
they
I was
really
fixing to say. Now you have to sign Josh Jacobs, right?
They're gonna sign him.
They got to now that they found out their quarterback's there.
I mean, that Josh Jacobs ain't sitting
like
at the house.
Jimmy G.
He's just trying to make a point.
Jimmy G was
exactly.
good in San Fran, but like that does not mean he's going to do anything.
Jimmy G
else.
peaked on that Sunday night football game against the Cardinals whenever he was with the Patriots. He peaked there, and he's made millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Remember who his
off that
OC
game.
was though?
Who was it? Josh
McDaniels.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some history there with him.
But he had Daddy Bill there with him too, though.
Well, that
did. Always helps.
But Daddy Bill's obviously showing that he's not an offensive juggernaut.
Oh
I mean,
gosh, no.
So no. I mean,
Daddy Bill's old.
Like
very. He's Grandpa Bill.
I think that I don't know. That Raiders team's a tough situation there. I don't think you're real happy Jimmy G's healthy because I don't. What are you going to win?
Halfway through the season, they're sellers, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they got weapons. I mean, you got Renfro, you got Adams, you got Jacobs.
Renfro, I mean, he's a possession guy, but he's like a poor man's Cooper Kupp.
But he's a Jimmy G.
Jimmy G's going to love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's going to be ecstatic for him. He's going to be
Right.
like, oh my
So,
God,
I
this
mean,
is Julian Edelman 2.0.
What are you getting out of him, though? 800 yards?
That's perfectly
Yes.
fine when you got
Yeah.
Devontae Adams.
Exactly. I mean,
But
Adams
they're-
getting all the attention.
They're going to miss Waller and Moreau.
We're going to miss
more.
Waller a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
I
biggest
agree.
thing, like you said, is they got to get Josh Jacobs back out there.
Got to.
And now that we've seen Saquon, ironically enough, already signed after like 2 days of holding out for
Yeah, that
barely
didn't
any
last,
money.
That didn't last long.
Saquon
that
did a
was
little
hilarious.
toe tap in the
Yeah,
end
he got
zone
almost
today
an
at
extra
practice.
million.
Yeah, almost. I thought that was just insane. When I saw,
That was just principle, I think.
yeah,
you
dude,
know.
somebody sent it in one of my group chats with another league, and they were like, "Oh, well, Saquon just signed." And I thought they were joking because he's a Cowboys fan. I was like, "There ain't no way." And I went to Twitter, and oh yeah, and it's for like 10.9 million, or was it for 11 even?
11 even, I
And
think.
And he was supposed to be paid 10.1. Is that right?
Yeah, it's something like that.
900,000.
And then you turn around, his left tackle gets that monster contract today.
Most guaranteed money for an offensive lineman in NFL history.
Yeah.
Which, hey, he had a good year last year, and
But I mean, if you're Barkley, are you mad about that though? Like,
No.
I mean, he's the reason why you can run the ball.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I hate saying it, but the running backs have to realize that like they're not going to be valued like they used to be, and is that right or wrong? I don't know.
yeah, I'm tired of all the
I mean,
shows talking about this and fussing and crying. I'm like,
I think it was Cowherd that was like, "Look, guys," or I don't. It may have been Clay Travis, but he's like, "Look, guys, I know y'all went to college. Surely y'all took an economics class. This is simple economics. I mean,
That
that's
sounds
all
like
there
a
is
Clay
to it.
Travis quote.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. I mean, you look at the commodity. Yes, they do produce a lot, but like it's supply and demand, and the supply is up.
did you see who the number one running back in the league is paid wise?
Kamara?
No.
Is it? Probably somebody weird.
Aaron
Jones?
He's making the most money this year.
Aaron Jones.
I don't know.
It's not Henry.
No.
Who the heck could it be?
McCaffrey?
A man that's never run the ball yet on the NFL field.
The guy from Atlanta?
Yeah, Robinson.
Really?
He's the highest paid running back this year going into the year.
Really?
Yeah. Now, that was before Barkley, so that's changed now, but that was, yeah. Yeah, he's making, I can't remember. It was like almost 9 this year or something like that.
That's got to be an insult to.
Yeah, because of first round money. Yeah.
That's got to be an insult to the guys that have done it before.
Oh, what do you think Derrick Henry's sitting there thinking?
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
Derrick
just makes
Henry's
me want to hold
probably
out even
Jacobs.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry's probably thinking I got one more contract in me
Yeah.
before I start taking 1 or 2 year deals.
And I'm not sure if Henry doesn't have about one more, just a good 2 year with a
He's
third
been too healthy
with a
not to.
third tacked on.
Yeah.
A four seems a little much for Henry.
He's the biggest body, but he's taken a lot of licks.
Yeah.
He's gave a lot of licks.
His usage rate.
That
is like
stiff
out the
arm was
roof,
so nasty, man.
But his off season, man, he's a beast.
He's a predator
he
monster.
stays in great
And
shape.
guess who he gets to face week 1 healthy? Yay! We get to face him week 1 fully healthy. That just makes me feel real good about that.
Yet again, hammer the over on his rushing yards that week.
Even still, though, I'm not really worried about the Titans. Not
Not with Tannehill. But I was in Ruston last night, and I stopped and got something to eat, and I was just kind of sitting in the parking lot eating, and so I started, looking around on FanDuel for a little bit and looking at NFL division winners, odds, and stuff like that. Tennessee's kind of very tempting to take. They're getting a pretty good number. And I mean, really, other than Jacksonville, if Jackson, say, touchdown Jesus gets hurt week 2 or something, I mean, it's really Tennessee's division to win. So it's hard not to just throw a little something on that, knowing that it's no other team that has a chance to beat them besides Jacksonville. But because they're good coach, still got a running back. I mean, got Hopkins at receiver now,
Serviceable
quarterback. The defense is going to be with the coach is going to be.
They're going to be up to par.
Yeah. So I kept looking. I'm like, I had to jump on.
Yeah, and you still never know about Jacksonville. I mean,
no.
So
Jacksonville was like a -135, and I want to say Tennessee was in the 200s, maybe 300s range to win the division.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like,
I'm ready to start diving more into the futures and stuff because there's going to be some tempting stuff out there.
There is.
Lines at plus money to win their division feels really, really good.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels like I wouldn't say a guarantee because I think if Justin Fields is anything like we saw him last year, the Bears are going to win that division.
Well, don't leave out Minnesota,
and then you got Minnesota.
You know they're coming back. So
Minnesota feels like they just don't want to win.
Well, they won so many crazy games last year.
Yeah,
and their defense has gotten worse. They've lost key players on that side of the ball. Yeah. So it's not they're
and they
coming
wasn't
back.
good last
year.
No, their defense wasn't good at all last year.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about Justin Fields' game and the sustainability of that game over time?
I don't like it. I like.
Well, hold on. Let's say this.
Let's pause
First of all,
on this because we're going to talk about this more
we need
after
to go
a
ahead
while.
and do the NFC North if we're going to do that.
Yeah, let's talk about a couple more signings before we get into that.
Yeah, because
I would like for Clay to be here for that because Clay should be on my side.
Well,
with Justin Fields.
and so you're gonna have me and Peyton who are more traditional.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna have you and Clay who think.
But I'm
Lamar Jackson.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it, but he has not shown.
He's heavy running.
Yeah, it's more heavy than most guys.
But he actually has top tier wide receivers now.
He does, but that's
what I'm excited to see.
I haven't seen the top tier arm.
Cole Kmet just resigned.
Even with he didn't have receivers last year. Watching him, I didn't even see throws that impressed me, even if receivers didn't catch it.
I think back to him at Ohio State, and I know they played in the Big Ten, but the dude could throw
That's what I keep coming back to because him and Trevor Lawrence,
Big Ten football, which is still good football.
Him and Trevor Lawrence were neck and neck as far as scouting reports go and stuff, and it wasn't because Fields ran the crap out of the ball. It was because Fields could throw.
He didn't run it much in college.
That's right.
No, and you don't see that out of Ohio State quarterbacks either. So I'm intrigued by him.
I'm
I
intrigued
think he
too.
could be really good.
Yeah,
I really think he could become like a top 10 quarterback.
He's got more weapons.
I mean, dude, you give him DJ Moore, as well as Darnell Mooney, who had a really sneaky good year last year.
I was hearing the offense is running through more.
Hey, I'd do it. Yeah. I'd do it. I don't understand what they did at tailback though, getting rid of
didn't make sense.
Getting rid of Montgomery like that.
So
besides to save money, but
let's go to these signings, because we're getting deep in
before we move off of the Bears. Cole Kmet, their tight end, signed an outrageous contract today. In my opinion, was that 6 for 57 or what was it? 4 for 57.
Was it 4?
He was their number one pass catcher.
Yeah, he was. He was really good. But let me look that up.
You gotta remember they got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think Cole Kmet's legit.
No, they did not.
I like Kmet.
Yeah, I like Kmet.
He's got good hands.
Yeah, they had like
4-year, $50 million.
Notre Dame.
Wasn't it like they had like $120 million or something like that to spend this offseason? I think.
Yeah, they had a lot.
It was ridiculous.
They had a lot. Some other signings: Justin Herbert, Kyle's guy,
my boy,
got his extension.
Good job, Chargers.
Where does that put
was
him?
A good move for them.
Where does that put him in the quarterback pay area?
It was
top.
He's got to be behind.
It was either
Pat Mahomes.
It was Mahomes is.
Never mind. Mahomes is low because he took that stupid deal.
6 now.
No,
I think.
yeah,
Mahomes is not in the top 5 anymore.
Yearly pay, like his contract's at the top. 5 years, 260.
But that's just till the next person gets signed.
Burrow ain't signed yet, has he?
267.
No.
So he just set the market.
It's just going to
keep. That's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But I'd go ahead and sign
That's why.
now.
That's why you sign guys for a long time.
That's why you do Mahomes.
Exactly.
You take
Smartest contract in sports.
You take the Braves route.
Yep.
Mahomes will always be the
Mahomes
smartest.
makes enough money
off
other stuff.
Off field. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Well, he's still going to make. I mean, like, what was that? It was $500 million. It was like $400 something guaranteed. Like,
Look, this is how big Patrick Mahomes is. The nurses I was working with today, now one of them watches sports, but the other ones don't watch sports, but they watch Netflix. And they were talking about Mr. Mahomes and his trashy wife.
They're watching quarterbacks?
Yeah, they're watching quarterbacks. And they liked Mr. Cousins and that thought his wife was a class act. That's what they were talking about today.
That's funny.
And so actually Cindy Grab, one of my coworkers,
I really gotta watch.
She went and followed Patrick Mahomes on Instagram. I mean, she's 65-year-old lady. All right, now she's hip, but still
that voice.
She's
still,
hip.
God, that voice.
Looking at quarterback contracts, Herbert is the highest paid per year.
Yeah, he set the market
by $500,000.
For now.
Yeah, we got Herbert, $52.5 million per year. That's crazy, man. Then Lamar's at 52. Hurts at 51.
I don't know that Burrow's gonna change that though. I really
Burrow has said he wants to win.
I really feel like he's serious about that. I think he's more Tom Brady.
So is
than,
Kyler Murray's contract the worst
Drew Brees.
quarterback in the NFL?
I think currently.
I think Burrow is going to do somewhat of a Patrick Mahomes type contract.
A weird long extension.
Yeah.
And I
wonder a lot of money.
I wonder about that.
Offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I wonder that's good for his career, but then sometimes I still and I know he's done a lot for that franchise. I don't know how much faith I have in that front office still. They're still Cincinnati.
Man,
they're still Cincinnati. They lost 2 of their best defenders this offseason.
Yeah.
They're still Cincinnati, and I mean, you remember the warnings from Carson Palmer and Jordan Palmer to him, and I know they've had some success, and I want them to have all the success because I'm a Burrow fan, but I just kind of wonder,
It's home though. It's hard.
I know, and it's home, and I don't blame him.
A lot of success already.
I don't blame him, but he's still like that. That franchise is still not.
You don't want to give that much trust in that. I get
build
that.
him a freaking indoor practice facility. You live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Street.
Yeah.
Don't make them walk across a literal road.
$200 million players gonna get nailed by a freaking school bus or something.
That's so crazy.
Uber driver. Yeah.
And it's not like they're in L.A. like USC has to walk through the street.
No, yeah.
And they're in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Cab driver with a Dallas Cowboys sticker on it runs over Joe Burrow.
Or a Bama fan.
Yeah.
hits Chase and comes back and gets
he probably comes all the way up from like Shreveport, Louisiana to go run him. He's a Bama fan. He's from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Makes a trip and runs him over.
Typical Shreveport fans. They don't know where they are.
Looking at this list right here per year, it makes me feel better about what the Saints did with Derek Carr, honestly.
It really does.
I mean, he's middle of the road, which is about what
that
he
is,
should be.
yeah. the Saints were very appropriate.
Middle of the
with
road
Carr.
for veteran quarterbacks.
Yeah, that contract
Carr,
looks better looking
Carr
at this.
was
I'm very happy with it now.
that was the best possible move for us at the time.
Is he still worth 37.5? Probably
That's
not.
gonna be cheap.
Probably
That's gonna be
not,
cheap.
but it's going to be cheap once like guys like
Cheap.
Burrows sign.
cheap.
And then eventually Bryce
How
Young,
old is
you know,
Carr? 32, 30?
32.
32?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean he's got at
still
least
got
four,
five-
4 or
Son
5
of a
years.
gun,
5
dude.
good years left. Now, when you shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he took less today, you know, and apparently he's kind of serious about maybe winning a ring, with, you know, letting go of his $110 million guaranteed contract going down to 75.
Right.
That's a good. I guess he feels good about the organization and feels good about the team after practice one being with them.
Yeah.
To make that move. I thought that was a good contract. I really think that, like, you sit there. I mean, obviously Kyler Murray's contract looks really bad right now.
Cousins looks a lot better. You know, when he first signed it, you know, Cousins was
Well,
one of the,
it freaked everybody out
now,
because
now it's like middle of the road.
That's right. It's
And from the year he had last year, it was actually a pretty good contract.
yeah, absolutely.
But
sure
you know,
was.
if you're a GM, you can't listen to the chatter, you know, in the media from the fans. You have to be able to see this stuff, see the market for what it's going to be in 2, 3, 4 years, and understand like, hey, this is what's best for us currently and in the future.
I agree. Welcome to the show, Clay.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm here.
There we go.
So we've
There
been
we
holding
go.
off. So
Yeah.
it's time to get started.
We've been trying to.
What have y'all talked about?
We talked about Jimmy
Graham,
G.
tight end one.
Well, no. We talked about the other Jimmy G.
Okay,
Yeah. Chance threw me off when he said Jimmy G. I thought we were talking about the real
Hey,
Jimmy
both
G.
of them are important.
I mean, that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We have been
Hey,
talking.
shout out Trey Turner, by the way.
Yes.
Big signing.
Not
for
the
Saints.
shortstop.
Not the shortstop.
Hey, and I was telling them, Clay, before you got here, I think the Max Garcia signing was just as good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's got a lot of experience. Plays three.
Hey, bring in another. Bring in Andrew Norwell.
keep-
Just have the best guard group in the NFL.
Hey, well, I mean,
We're gonna need them all.
Make Pete and Ruiz have pressure on them. Like, don't let them
They'll
be
both
relaxed.
get hurt, so
I mean, no
we'll need
doubt.
them.
I mean, like we said off air, offensive lineman injuries are guaranteed.
They're guaranteed.
They're going to hurt something on the
We
body.
always play
Nobody's gonna
linemen
play the
by
whole
committee.
year.
That's right.
And we were in the low rankings of rush offense last year. So let's get the guards beefed up a little bit and let's try to run the ball.
That's going to
more.
change this year for sure.
With Jamal Williams being
Yeah.
there and us drafting Kendre Miller.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we've got to have some type of ground attack.
Like we said, too many's better than not enough.
Well, and then now you got a quarterback with a serviceable arm that could throw it downfield. That gives you a threat where the safeties aren't in the box too.
Hey, Jameis had that arm. They just didn't want to play him.
Well, Jameis is.
Jameis.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he's Jameis. Yeah, hurt.
So, Clay, do you want to warn them if they hear a lot of cheering or
Yeah,
screaming?
yeah. I believe.
We're watching the.
I believe that. I believe that we will win.
Did anybody put a little moolah on the USA to win it
I
all?
got a
Oh, yeah.
parlay
Oh,
of
yeah.
over 2.5 goals for USA and them to win. And I know what win means, unlike Ty.
Yes. Yes.
Ty doesn't know what win means.
Got it for good odds, too, like plus 315, man.
I couldn't find my Vuvuzela in my closet, so I ordered another one. It'll be here Friday.
Heck yeah.
So
Well, I had a Canada and U.S. parlay.
Have you seen the Canadian soccer chick?
Yes.
Holy cow.
I have not. Clay, get her on the
is
big
this
screen,
a
please.
talent or a looks?
Oh, I'm sure it's.
Or is
I'm
it- it's
sure
talent.
I'm sure it's talent, Clay. I mean,
little bit of both.
yeah, I'm sure she's got some talent.
She's got some Alex Morgan in her, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
A pink bra?
No, talented. And I
Is this
think
her?
she. No, that's not her.
And look, guys,
Dude, I know that's who it was.
in the spirit of soccer, I know Bill's not here, but just to maybe show off Bill's, crazy mind and show how hard it is, and then also because the World Cup's going on, maybe toss me the ball and let me see if I can do a Bill or toss somebody the ball.
Oh.
You've done
like
your
it?
mouth up now.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Bill would have caught that.
That was literally in Bill's chair.
That was
Hey.
in Bill's chair.
Bill played
was
wide
in Bill's-
receiver in
Yeah,
high
I know
school.
y'all couldn't see that, but Peyton hit the projector
I didn't know there was a projector up
and
there.
it landed
I'll be honest with
in
you.
Peyton won the quarterback.
I
That's
didn't.
right. He almost did it again. Germany. That should be relatively easy.
Germany.
Hitler.
I like
Hitler.
Germany.
Look, there's Bill right there.
How many German girls?
There's Bill after the gas station. Sorry, that's an inside joke. I hope Bill hears that.
Dude, I've got to find
Germany.
this. I can't remember where she's from.
Well, not
I'm
only
telling you got me all wondering now.
not only is the women's soccer, but the Major League Soccer, Messi. That's all they're talking about.
Oh my
now.
God, that was insane. That was insane.
Would it be wrong for me to search Twitter for hot soccer player?
I mean,
No,
I just
heck
looked
no.
up Canada soccer chick because that's what you said. So.
Dude, Twitter is X-rated, so there's no telling. What
Literally
you're gonna find,
X.
homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw Elon.
Oh, whoa!
He has just ruined my favorite app.
I love Twitter.
He's ruined
Love
it.
Elon.
Why? I don't
Well,
think he's
whenever
ruined it.
during the NBA free agency when he put up this rate processing limit and I couldn't scroll on my tweets, yeah, that pissed me off.
Yeah,
He limited how much
I get
Twitter I
that.
wanted to use.
I
If
get
if
that.
I want to get off my phone, I'll get off of it.
Well, you can blame him, or you can blame the competition for trying to scout the technology right now, because that's what it was.
Talking about that thread stuff or what?
Threads. There was a lot of people trying to steal data from Twitter.
Look up Switzerland.
So who all did y'all talk about?
We got hurt. No, who's? Oh, no, not her. The other
Y'all
one.
just talked about Jimmy G and
Talked about Jimmy G.
We talked about a good bit.
Saquon.
We talked about a little bit of Saquon. We talked about Clay. Did you know this? Which has changed. It was Saquon signing, but you know who the number one highest paid running back going in this year will be?
Nick Chubb, David Johnson,
He's never rushed a down in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson.
Robinson from Atlanta.
Oh, really?
He's
Highest
highest paid
paid.
because he's first round, top 10.
Oh,
pick.
wow. I thought Chubb got more than that.
Chubb was he was, I want to say 2 or 3 on the list that I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, he was right there. But Robinson was getting,
And it might have something to do with that signing bonus and everything.
yeah.
So, guys, I've already cracked the code on Germany and OJ. This is all too easy.
Hitler.
No. So, OJ, right? Notorious OJ Juice. His ex-wife and alleged murder victim, Miss Nicole Brown
Alleged,
Simpson,
Yes.
was born in none other than Frankfurt, Germany.
How?
That was too easy. We needed a different one. Yeah.
It's a layup.
So, Bill, that's not a knock on you. I just had an easy one. All right.
I knew I should have freaking.
Is this her?
Yeah, that's her. I should have freaking screenshot
You always
it.
screenshot it, Chance.
She has a
Well,
neck tattoo.
and
Yeah,
Bill,
that's
if
her.
Bill was here, he would have already known that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit, y'all, her neck is kind of thick.
Look
though,
at her
man.
leg right there.
she has a neck tattoo. It's interesting.
Oh, now that one right there, that's a game changer picture right there. Yeah.
She looked like she's about my height in that picture.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good height.
Short queen, huh?
You got a good female height, Kyle?
No. I was just saying she looked kind of tall.
I've got a rule that. Well, I had a rule.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me fix that.
When I was a kid,
yeah.
though, I dated 2 girls that were taller than me, so it never bothered
See,
me.
I had a rule that I couldn't date somebody that was taller than me.
It never bothered me.
I like to feel tall.
No, legs kind of a guy.
I used to
man problem.
I used to
I
joke
guess.
that I had no problem climbing the ladder.
Oh, good God.
No problem.
In many ways. Yeah.
Oh, get up.
Uh-oh.
We're good.
Okay.
All right, let's do an ad read, and then we'll get into
Yeah, there we
our real show.
Whoa!
We should have
Oh, no.
done that earlier.
Shoot!
That ain't
We're
good.
fine. We're fine.
I believe that we will.
Literally
believe.
74 minutes left. We're fine.
I believe.
Yeah, go get my Vuvuzela.
Yeah, I don't know. I looked in both our
That
closets.
chick right there
Couldn't find
sucks,
it.
man. Our goalie's so bad.
Where's Hope Solo?
We
at?
had a good one since Hope went crazy, man. I ain't had a good one.
All right, Big Reed BBQ. Started as a family recipe in 1986. Our mild flavor is right on time, and our spicy is just enough heat. Owner Ken Reed and Director of Marketing Andre Leonard say you can get our sauce at Doug DeMona Farm and Feed, Time to Shine Detail, the Salty Brahma, Equipment Store, and Amazon. Shout out Big Reed as always. Anything else y'all want to say?
Spicy is where it's at. We're gonna do wings for the draft, huh?
Oh yeah, we did talk
I'm
about
all
that.
in on
So
wings.
I think that would probably be a good time to break out some big reads.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Good.
Let's do it. All right, so It is time for the NFC North preview. So you got the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, our Detroit Lions, and for the first time in 15 years, Aaron Rodgers-less Packers.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, no Rodgers, no Brett Favre.
No Brett Favre, I know.
First time.
How long?
That's been 93,
it's been over
maybe?
30 years.
Like, I think 93, 94.
That sounds right.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I seen
it might have
somewhere
been before.
Him and Brett Favre.
Was he a rookie in 92?
Hey, don't forget Matt Flynn.
With the Falcons?
That's true.
465
Was it
yards.
91 or 92?
$15 million.
That's
92, he got drafted.
Okay, yeah, so it's been about 30
no,
years.
92 was his first year with the Packers. 91, he got drafted.
So it's been 31 years.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
And then Favre went to the Jets. So.
It's been 31
Hey, did y'all
years.
talk about Rodgers and his little pay cut?
I did.
Yeah, Peyton did.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Beating all the narratives of
I
he's
think
all about himself.
I was telling them,
he is.
I was telling them, Clay, I think he got to the organization's like, this team's pretty good.
Yeah.
And the organization seems to be, running good.
Why does he insist on wearing that helmet still? Like
he looks hilarious.
Like that
He never
helmet.
had a concussion, I guess, so he thinks it's a good luck charm.
Have y'all seen he never had a concussion?
He might
Who
not
said
have.
that?
That's just my guess.
Oh.
Why else would you still wear a helmet?
Why?
that looks
I mean,
like
that's
that?
why he had to take a trip with the mushrooms and all that stuff.
The dark room?
Yeah, to help with
Maybe
all
he's
the
just an
concussions. Yeah, that's
I think
true.
he wears that helmet in the dark room.
But have y'all seen the cartoon picture of like the guy from the Flintstones, the little alien from the Flintstones? And Aaron in the helmet, they look just alike. But yeah,
he looks very funny with that helmet on.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into this. So, who finished last? Bears, I guess.
It had to be the
Probably
Bears.
Bears. Yeah.
3 wins, right?
Nah, they had more than that, didn't they? Did they finish with 3?
They might have had 4.
Well, the crap, did they have the number 1 pick?
They did. They traded it.
So yeah, it might have been 3 wins. Yeah, it was. Wow, did not seem
Don't
like
doubt
that.
me.
It did not seem like that. I thought they had like 5 or 6.
Josh had the over 3.5 of the year.
Oh yeah, because the Texans won that last game at the end of the year to pick number 2.
Yeah, it was a pretty rough year for the Bears last year.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get into them first. So looking at
Hey,
hold up.
first of all, Gus, happy
Yeah.
birthday, Clay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nothing I want to do more than go to VBS.
There you go, with a bunch of kids running around acting
Have your
crazy.
birthday cake?
No, the kids did sing though.
Did you get Capri Sun?
that
No,
sounds
No,
no
I
Capri
don't know
Sun.
what they
No,
had for
it's
lunch.
the red. It's the red Kool-Aid.
Oh, with the top
With-
you
yeah,
flick it
with the
off,
little
yeah,
crackers.
Yeah,
I know yesterday they had ham and cheese sandwiches.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've just been eating sunflower seeds.
Here we go.
But yeah, nothing
Flavored
I-
or just regular?
I had ranch today.
Okay, I remember.
I'm more of a barbecue guy.
Okay,
but
Dill pickle.
Dill
is
pickle.
where
I
it's at.
can't do that.
Old school dill pickle where
I
it's
can't
at.
do that.
Old Bay.
Frank's.
Have y'all had that?
I've never had
I have
those.
had those.
Those
They're,
are
they're
good.
pretty good. They're pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's birthday. Why not talk about
How old are you
our
today?
Detroit Lions?
23?
23. The Draymond Green year.
Michael Jordan year.
No.
Draymond Green year.
Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Draymond Green year. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Speaking of Draymond, that's getting some dicey with him and Jordan Poole and his dad and all that.
Screw his father
Wow.
for putting himself into that.
Wow.
Yeah, we're good.
Wow, that was some interesting stuff.
Like, why are they still talking about it if it wasn't that big of a deal?
Because it was. That just shows
it's
you.
the Warriors
That just
media
shows you.
that does the crap too.
Yeah, but it just shows you there was a lot more tension in that locker room with that.
Yeah,
than
but Draymond,
they
you know,
made out to
he
be.
didn't have to come out and be like, "Well, I just don't hit people for no reason." You know?
Yeah, he
Like,
didn't help himself.
He
with
just
that.
left it alone.
Yeah.
Like the kid's gone. Like
Yeah, you just move on. Like, just be the bigger man and just say, "Hey guys, good luck to him in Washington."
But hey, he is this generation's Dennis Rodman, so it's all good.
Except he's a better player.
He could dye his hair and, you know,
and go to Vegas on off nights and
Nah, he's got a family and
Give
kids.
Carmen Electra.
Hey.
All right, so the Bears. Let's look at what they did. Brought in Nathan Peterman, man.
Again?
I guess so. Yeah, brought him back for another 1 year.
With
PJ Walker though, 2-year deal as a backup, solid backup. He's shown he can be competent in the NFL.
Run around a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Deontay Foreman, 1 year, $3 million. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that
he was
too.
great last year for the Panthers. DJ Moore, obviously the biggest move of the offseason. And I didn't realize how good of a deal the Bears got until I read this today. So the Bears traded the number 1 pick, and they got back number 9 overall, 2023 second round pick, which was also number 61, a 2024 first, a 2025 second, and DJ Moore.
I mean,
but you got to think
that's a first pick. You got.
But they went for the franchise quarterback. Like, Carolina didn't care.
That's a lot.
Like, give me my quarterback.
No, it just feels like people could have probably lowballed the Bears.
That's the
since
price.
They knew they didn't need it.
Chicago had their quarterback.
Yeah, that's 2 firsts, that's 2 seconds, and a top 25-ish receiver.
I think they've done well with that.
Yeah, I mean that's a heck of a trade.
Killed that.
Oh, I think both franchises come out got from. I mean,
Well, we
good.
don't know yet.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
I mean-
no, but they feel good. I mean, like we got a future of some sort now. Carolina never had that feeling.
From
since
where
Cam
we're
Newton.
sitting in August, post draft, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and it
teams.
doesn't like I forgot. I totally forgot the Bears had the first pick, and I forgot that they got DJ Moore in that trade.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they got a lot of Panthers on that team.
Yeah, I mean Deontay Foreman,
PJ Walker, DJ Moore.
I wonder if they brought in a coach or something. But yeah, I mean, looking at that though, you usually think
there was plenty available.
Yeah,
out there.
Yeah. You usually think that for the number 1 overall pick in the past, it's been 3 firsts and maybe another throw in. So they got 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and then
first-round pick
pretty much a
worth of a wide
first round, first round pick talent wide receiver
I mean,
to help out your quarterback.
A game changer. He could.
Yeah, absolutely is.
Very electric.
I didn't realize that Robert Tonyan left Green Bay.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
And come over there. That left the rival.
And they just signed Komet today. 4 years, $50 million. So
Tanyan's pretty good.
Yeah, Tanyan's been solid.
Yeah, when he's healthy, that's 2 really good tight ends.
Yeah, it really is. They got Nate Davis from the Titans, 3 years, $30 million to help beef up the line. Then on defense, that's when they really spent. Tremaine Edmonds, best linebacker available, 4 years, $72 million. Got him from the Bills. And then T.J. Edwards, who led the Eagles in tackles last year, 3 years, $19 million. Both great signings.
And needs.
Yeah, After they got rid of Roquan, they didn't really have anything there. So that definitely helps them
We've
out.
got to hand it to their front office because they really
Ryan
they
Poles.
made some moves.
Well, and you think Bears, you think defense, but their defense really hasn't been that good.
You think
the last few
linebackers?
years.
For the Bears, yeah.
And they
Urlacher,
haven't-
Briggs.
Yeah, they haven't been that
Singletary.
good.
Yeah.
Singletary.
I'm too old for that. I'm too young for that.
I'm too young for that.
But yeah, I mean, looking at their offense now, you got Justin Fields who took some steps last year. Still question marks. I mean, he's obviously not proven anything yet, but you definitely believe a lot more than you did before last year.
100%.
We got to talk about that, but keep going.
Okay. And, and also
we saved it for
have
you.
y'all seen the NFL top 100 list?
No.
Y'all ain't seen that?
I didn't know it would come out.
Fields came out. I mean, they're at pick 80, I think now.
Oh,
maybe,
okay.
maybe tonight's 70.
They haven't pushed that.
Fields is
They
86.
haven't at all. I haven't seen nothing
How?
on it.
86.
And touchdown Jesus is 96.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Also, Jamal Williams is 95.
Well, I might not watch that list now.
No wonder they haven't
That's
advertised
why,
it.
yeah,
It's
I'm-
bad.
Wow.
They're not proud of the players right now.
No.
Well, we got to see a lot more passing from him.
So-
we know what he can do with his legs.
Hey, and now he's got the weapons around him.
Yeah.
You got
Claypool.
you lose David Montgomery, but you bring in Khalil Herbert and Deontay Foreman to be in your backfield. Roshan Johnson, Texas.
Did not know he was there. Yeah,
Hold up. Where's their draft class? We didn't even look at that. Roshan Johnson.
Yeah.
What's that? About 4th round, 115.
I didn't know he went there.
You also in the draft got Darnell Wright, tackle, D tackle from Florida, cornerback from Miami. Who else do we have? Noah Sewell. That's Panay's brother. At linebacker. Solid draft class. NFL Network gave him an A-, so got to be happy with that. Their departures, as we mentioned, David Montgomery.
Trevor Siemian?
Trevor Siemian to the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much it. I don't know.
God,
nothing else
Ryan
on here is
Griffin.
anything good.
I forgot Ryan Griffin was still in the league.
Yeah. Michael
Legend-
Schofield.
How is
legendary
Trevor
Saints.
Siemian?
Michael
still in the
Schofield broke out of prison. If y'all ever seen
Dude.
Prison Break.
Yeah, he did.
If you're a smart, decent arm quarterback, you'll be a backup for as long as you want to be in the NFL.
league? Best job in the world.
I mean,
That's Chase McDaniels.
doubt.
Yeah.
Still doing it, huh?
Still.
Or he retired?
I think
No,
no, Henny retired. He's still going.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
still going.
But I mean, really, besides Montgomery, nothing of note. Really,
Well,
that they lost.
They were they would 3 wins. They didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like they had a
You
lot.
see the guys that are not signed.
Yeah.
So who was that last week? That was it the Falcons or the Panthers? One of them just had like half their team not get signed.
I think it was both.
Okay, yeah, probably.
And when Herbert played for him, he actually played better.
Yeah, Herbert was great last year. Then looking
you
at
still got Tariq Cohen somewhere, don't you?
I don't know.
Did he leave?
He's been hurt so many times.
He wouldn't list in top 4.
He must have left.
Where did he go though? I never saw him get signed. He's at the house, isn't he?
Hasn't played since 2020. Yeah, he's still a free agent. I'm pretty sure
He hasn't played that long?
He got hurt and then he tore his Achilles. I'm pretty sure, like while on Instagram Live doing workouts.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
him.
forgot about that. That was him.
But yeah, looking at receivers, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, did they just score another?
No, went over the net.
Oh crap!
They're playing a lot in our zone right now, though.
Darnell Mooney, who was never going to be their 1, but I think he can be a 2. And also Chase Claypool. Can he be healthy? Can he be consistent? Who knows?
It's a good 3 spot for him.
Yeah,
though.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, between him and Mooney, you feel pretty good about one of them elevating to that 2.
It's a totally different wide receiver room.
Yeah. Equanimous St. Brown.
It's respectable.
Yes.
Dante Pettis.
Dante Pettis, yeah, he can do something too.
I mean, St. Brown's not bad.
No. Mm-mm. And then this Tyler Scott kid, they drafted him in the, about 5th round out of Cincinnati, so he might have some talent as well. Tight end, though, Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan. Very good tandem right there. Probably one of the best in the league if you factor in both. Then looking at the line.
That's where it's going to matter.
Yes, definitely. There was a reason Fields was running for his life last year.
Those were mostly busted plays.
Yeah.
The big runs.
Mm-hmm. Cody Whitehair, though, really good center. Darnell Wright, your first-round pick. Hopefully he helps out. Nate Davis, Tevin Jenkins, both good guards. Not sure who Braxton Jones is at left tackle.
That's never a good thing.
Yeah, your most important position. 24, 5th-round pick last year.
Southern Utah. Love to hear it.
Let's go. So, yeah, that's definitely a level of concern right there.
That's scary, yeah.
Look down here at third-string right tackle, though. Alex Leatherwood.
Wow.
Former Bama great, huh?
From 11th overall pick?
Yeah.
I think he was the guy that he had the penalty that time right before halftime against LSU.
He was. He's more of a guard than a tackle, in my opinion. But
ain't he round?
He's very round. He is. He is what you
thinking of him or
he is what you call a 4x4. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he had some problems. He's part of that group of Raiders first-round picks that just did nothing. 17th overall pick, 6'5", 312. He's not as big as what's the guy's name? Brown something. Did he just come in this year? He's like 360 from Bama.
Oh yes.
They're tackling us from the back.
I think he's a guard too.
He is a guard.
It's not Dwayne Brown, but it's something like that. Dwayne Brown's a different guy.
I see him right now. I cannot think of the name though.
But yeah, their O-line's definitely their biggest level of concern on offense. Other than that, I mean, maybe your running backs, but Foreman and Herbert, if you use them both, they can probably be pretty solid. You've seen both of them be number 2s in the past and work out, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, the number 1 is the quarterback anyway.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And
hopefully, but you don't want it that way.
No, you don't want it that way because he won't last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they can see some success from Philly last year, though, and try to take some plays out of their book. Plus, DJ Moore will probably get involved in running some way. They always do.
They don't have the lineup that Philadelphia had, though.
That's true.
That's the problem.
That is true. Looking at defense, D-line, not much there. Probably your biggest area of need on defense. Linebackers, as we said, are pretty good. T.J. Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, Noah Sewell, Micah Baskerville. Huh. I didn't know he was there. I think so.
Good
and
for
Terrell
him.
Lewis, that's a Bama guy as well. And then Jack Sanborn, he's got to be white.
Got Eddie Jackson.
Dude, I saw Micah play in high school at Evangel one night.
Oh yeah, look at this guy.
He was impressive.
Wisconsin.
That's a linebacker.
He looks like
Jack
a Chicago Bear
Sanborn,
linebacker.
6'2", 234.
He's got a neck like
Look at
Leighton
that
Vander
neck,
Esch.
son.
He ain't getting concussed. I can tell you that right now.
Man.
He can take a rocking.
64 tackles, 2 sacks last year. Yeah. Oh,
The dude's neck
he
is
didn't
wider
play.
than
he
his
had
head.
15 against the Jets at the end. Wow. He might be pretty solid.
Grabbing us.
Secondary, though, Jalen Johnson, your first-round pick a couple years ago out of Utah. Tyreek Stevenson. Not sure who you are. Safeties, Jaquan Brisker, Eddie Jackson. Those are both very good safeties. Tyreek Stevenson's second-round pick this year. Okay, so you got a rookie starting opposite of Jalen Johnson. Not great there, but I
mean,
secondary's got some talent. D-line pretty much is just replacement-level players, which, I mean,
Makes
you'll
no
see
sense
how that goes.
how much money they had.
Yeah, you'll see how that goes. But I think one of them they did sign. Who was it? DeMarcus Walker had a 3-year deal. So, where did he come from? Cowboys, maybe? Titans again. Yeah, but defense, it's not what it used to be, obviously. So they're probably looking to kind of outscore more than anything. You got the big linebackers though.
Which, yeah. So what we were talking about earlier, and we didn't get into it, but what do you want to see, and what do you expect to see out of Justin Fields this year? But if you're a Bears fan with this roster, the way that this team is built, the way that your division looks, the way that the NFC looks, what do you want out of Fields? I don't think you don't want him rushing for 1,100 yards or, passing for roughly twice as many yards as he ran. I don't think that's optimal for Justin in his career.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. Yeah, we haven't seen him throw the ball well in the NFL, but like in college, he did throw a good ball.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of college, no one really looked at him as this kind of player.
Didn't know he was that fast.
No,
yeah,
he was more of a pocket passer.
From high school through college to the NFL, he was not put up there with Trevor Lawrence because he could run the ball.
Yeah.
He was put up there because he threw the ball. So, we'll see what he does.
He's a freak athlete.
Yeah,
he
obviously.
He
I mean,
really
you don't run for that many yards.
Something that's weird, though, to me, and I didn't really get it when it happened. Why would you hire a defensive-minded head coach?
Who'd they hire?
Eberflus from the Colts, the DC.
Because you're the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're the Bears, but, like, that's why, you got a young quarterback, athletic, that got a good arm. We'll see if he's got, kind of arm he's got, and you're like, let's go hire a defensive coordinator. Like, that's just, I don't know. That was just, to me, not a good move there that hire.
That's another thing. Earlier I was talking about Burrow and Cincinnati. Do I believe in the front office? That's another question you got to ask.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the Bears?
Which, I mean, like.
Oh, did y'all talk about his contract earlier?
Who?
Burrow.
We're
predicting there's going to be.
What do y'all think it's going to happen?
I think he
goes Tom Brady.
I think it's going to be a long term, like a
contract that benefits
drags it out. That benefits,
like
that benefits the franchise.
Do you think he gets more than Herbert?
No,
I don't think he does. Mm-mm. I don't think he goes for that.
I don't think he resets the market.
I think he wants T. Higgins too much.
Exactly.
To do it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do that.
And he wants some offensive linemen.
Yeah,
to protect
I just don't see that.
We'll see.
I mean, the only thing Kyle made a good point is, do you trust Cincinnati's front office history?
Yeah.
Like Kyle said, Carson Palmer said going out of there, how bad and don't trust them and all that stuff. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it is home for Burrow. Like, I mean, I know he wants to probably stay there and continue to do what he's doing, got his weapons and stuff, but how much faith do you put in it? Do you want to sit there and be stuck for the next 8 to 10 years and you can't go nowhere, can't do nothing about it? But
is that franchise, from are they toxic? And I mean, that's probably a little overzealous because, I mean, these are NFL franchises that we're talking about.
I will say this, though, Kyle.
Yeah.
We thought that before Drew Brees came. We thought the Saints were that. I mean, he literally turned the franchise around.
Yeah.
And Peyton, though.
Yeah,
but Peyton had a lot of freedom, too.
I feel like the quarterback coach duo at Cincinnati is very Brees, Peyton.
Yeah, Taylor's done pretty well so far.
Yeah. I mean, so.
But back to the Bears, though. I think you want Fields throwing for more yards. And I'm good with him running for 600, 700, 800 yards.
Who's their OC, Clay?
That's what I was just looking at.
But
this guy right here.
It wasn't like called runs, most of them. It was just like busted plays, and
He was running for his life.
Yeah, it was different. It was different than Philly.
So
you don't usually get hurt as much on those type plays as you do run it up the middle or trying to bang. Yeah, design plays.
So and that's good and bad. That's good for the future in that you can look at it and say maybe his weapons, his line was poor, but then at the same time you also want to see him do the work upstairs and understand where his checkdowns are at, when he can throw it away.
Run out of bounds sometimes.
Yeah, run out of bounds. You want to see that out of him, and I think he's got it because he was a freaking talent in high school and out of college.
Did I see Clay where he coached Michael Vick, this offense coordinator?
No, it was talking about Fields joining Lamar and Vick in a club.
Okay. I think his numbers were inflated a little bit because some of them runs would be like 70 yards or
he
80
broke
yards.
some big ones.
They were insane.
He'd have 3 or 4 runs for 100 yards.
I feel like he's going to not. They're not going to ask a lot for him. I think they're going defensive minded coach. You went heavy on your free agency and drafted defense. You got a pretty solid running game. I feel like it's going to be a lot of trying to help Fields out.
Yeah.
Some
and
time.
looking at this OC, he's mostly been with the Packers and stuff. But back in 2018, he was Mississippi State's OC, and they were number 2 in the SEC in rushing offense, 20th in the nation. So looks like this kind of offense is trying to run the ball.
But I mean,
was that
2018?
No, I've been
like 16 or
16,
something.
17.
This first year of the playoff.
Was that when they were number 1 of the playoff?
That was 16.
No, that was when Dak was there.
The very first playoffs was Mississippi State. I think they were number 1 in the very first ever rankings.
Yeah, they were.
Gotcha.
But if he's your guy, and what did they take Fields at? It's top 5.
10, I think.
Is it that late?
10, yeah.
He fall
It feels like a steal.
He fell.
11.
Yeah, it was
11.
It was. He fell, but I don't know. I want to see him sling it.
I do too.
It had a backyard football feel to it last
Yeah.
year. Where
which like I was saying,
games.
which like I was saying could be one of two things, or maybe a mix of both. It could be the bad supporting cast, or it can be him not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, even the passes would be like a busted play, and he'd just throw it somebody's
Yeah.
all the way down the field wide open.
Yeah, I mean,
for a touchdown.
bad O-line and
That's
wide
not-
receiver 2
yeah.
being like
It's
Byron Pringle or something like that most of the year.
Your franchise can't live with your franchise quarterback running for his life.
Yeah.
They got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll
but
see.
they definitely took some steps in the right direction this year. Looking at their schedule, let's take a look there. Opening up, Green Bay.
A winnable game.
What an interesting game that will be.
Jordan
And
Love.
there's a new owner of the Bears, right? I mean, Rodgers no longer owns them. Or does he still own them while with the Jets?
I think he'll still always own
They
them.
do not play the Jets this year. That's good. Until the Super Bowl. But yeah, you got the Packers.
Man, what are the odds on that? A million.
Bears Jets Super Bowl.
You can
Plus
quit
$1 million.
work if you hit that.
Throw $1 on that. I mean, why not?
What about Packers Jets Super Bowl?
Oh. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of.
Is there worse odds or the same?
Probably worse.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of positivity coming out of the Jordan Love camp. It didn't sound like.
I did see Aaron gave him a call though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Said good luck and
Sucker.
everything like that.
Yeah,
pretty much.
You're screwed.
I got out of there when I could.
And I took Lazard and Cobb.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think Love could use them anyways.
So opening up with the Packers, very winnable game. Then week 2 at Tampa.
Another
winnable game as well.
game.
And then you go to Kansas City.
There you go.
Probably a loss.
There's your wake
Definitely.
up.
Big L.
Then Denver. Who knows
Sean
how that's
Payton.
going yet? I mean, it's better to have them early on, I would definitely say, before Russ gets involved with the Peyton
I still
offense.
give Denver the edge there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's at Chicago, though, but it's also a little bit too early for that cold
So
hit.
it ain't snowing
Yeah.
too bad anyway.
Then
It's
at
windy
Wa-
though.
at
It's not good for a
Washington-
moon
The
ball.
nameless Washington team.
At Washington on Thursday night versus Minnesota versus Las Vegas.
Who knows with
And
what they're
that
gonna
first 7,
Yeah.
you could have 4 or 5 wins there.
Yeah,
You
4
could-
4
you
and 3.
could,
You feel good about
That
yourself.
could be your total wins for last year.
Yeah.
The first
They're
6,
easily.
7, 8
They're not beating Kansas City. And then your other 2 toughest games there are Denver and Minnesota, both at home.
What's their over and under? Does anybody know?
Chance, pull that up.
It's got to be like
I'm
6.
watching the Braves lose.
Oh yeah, what happened? I saw Pilar just got a single or something.
Yeah, and then Forrest Wall got put in. He got thrown out trying to steal second.
Nice. I'll look.
Having fun here. Braves are playing bad baseball, if anybody was wondering.
Yeah, we're good.
Wow, this is so weird right now. Whoa, Chance is the negative, and Clay is like positive. Okay,
I'm not complaining. It's the first time we played bad baseball all season.
I just felt weird.
Yeah, I've been a little too positive this year.
You should be.
Yeah,
pretty dang good.
Yeah, we're number 1 team in
baseball. Best record in baseball.
Pretty dang good.
Yeah,
that's how I thought about LSU.
Come on, where are we at?
Season wins
7.5.
I can't even find it.
7.5.
Okay, I was close with 6.
That's interesting.
Wow.
If it was 6.5, I'd probably jump on it. 7.5 could be interesting.
Wow. Let's take a look at the rest.
Yeah, I believe.
Maybe not.
So after Vegas, you go to the Chargers and to the Dome.
Loss.
Oh, Chargers on Sunday Night Football. That'd be interesting. Then you get the Panthers. Hey,
that's a winnable
rivalry game right there.
Rivalry game
on Thursday Night Football again. Did the game end, Chance?
Oh, got a prime game. Oh, that's gonna be a great one to watch.
Yeah. And then at Detroit,
loss,
and at Minnesota Monday Night Football. So that's 3.
Just Kurt went on prime.
That is 4. That's 4 games that we will get to watch.
Yeah,
it's 2 Thursdays, a Sunday night, and a Monday night.
Doesn't the Bears Carolina just feel like a Thursday night game?
It does. It does.
Well, it's 5 games, Clay, so we'll have the Saints game on.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true.
We'll get all 5 of those games on TV.
That is true. Yeah, I mean it's not a terrible start to the schedule. Late bye week, that might be good for Fields' body. Give him some rest before the last stretch. Then after the bye week, you have Detroit again at Cleveland versus Arizona.
Very winnable.
You could win in Arizona.
You could win out.
Yeah.
You could win out after the bye. You get 3 of them in Chicago in December, which is very important.
That 7.5 is kind of.
I mean, it might happen. It might happen. Do you believe in Fields?
Schedule, man?
Yeah. I mean, do you believe in Fields? That's your question.
I do.
I like Fields. I think he's going to take a step. Obviously, I mean, the weapons around him are way, way better.
I don't not believe in him. I just got to see something.
Yeah,
like I just want to see it.
Absolutely. I don't know that I do.
And if you believe in him,
the defense is horrible.
Well, you got a defensive coach now. You made some adjustments. I mean,
Chance, why do you believe in him though?
I have a rule of thumb.
I have a Justin Fields jersey.
You do. I have a rule of thumb. If you're really freaking good in college, I think you're going to be really good in the NFL. That's just how I am.
Danny Warfel was terrible in the NFL.
That's also a different time period.
I mean,
Nowadays, the college offenses are a lot more like the NFL offenses.
Oh, and
a lot
I
more
think
spread
at
out,
select
one
schools,
1 or 2 reads.
Yeah,
at select schools, I can agree with you there.
That's just how I
Johnny
feel.
Manziel is terrible in the NFL.
Second year, if they're going to make a big jump, it's going to be the second year usually.
Yeah. This is third.
I feel like
this is third.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play his first,
but
I feel like
he played about half the game.
I feel like every quarterback Lake Kiffin ever has never been good in the NFL.
So you feel like his passing is going to come around?
Yeah, he threw the ball way too well at Ohio State.
He slung it at Ohio State.
Okay,
and he had plenty of weapons there.
The same reason I feel like
C.J.
C.J. Stroud's could be really good.
Yeah,
I think Stroud.
I think Stroud's better.
Shout out to Houston. I mean, I like what they're doing. They're signing a good, strong offensive line. I think Houston's really building. And Stroud kind of flying under the radar. I like Stroud.
I like Stroud more than Young coming in.
Yeah, I like
time.
Stroud.
I was a Richardson, Stroud, Young. That was my order coming in.
Well, Young was supposed to be the better pro ready.
Yeah,
and Stroud had the
Stroud
had the ceiling.
I think Stroud's gonna be ready though.
I just don't know who he's gonna be throwing it to.
Bobby Trees, come on now, Bobby Trees.
Yeah, who else?
That's all he's got.
Bobby Trees.
That's the number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm Stroud, I'll let Davis.
And then there's gonna
play.
be some white man come and take his spot. Happens every time to him.
Freaking white privilege.
Ben Skoronek's going to get traded to the Texans and become the next Cup. It's time for Trent Taylor.
Put a red pro. Go down to Houston.
Trent Taylor, it's your time. Yeah.
I mean, they're tackling us in the box, man.
That should be a penalty right there, right?
They're not going to pull out the card this early.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good line. Pretty good line.
Yeah, it is.
All right, who we got next?
Who was next?
We got we'll go Packers. I don't even know who the order was. Yeah, Lions beat the Packers at the end.
I feel like the Packers are worse than the Bears, though, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, just wait till you see their additions. Hold up. Where are we at? Oh, wait. I went the wrong way. Packers. Here's their additions.
Nobody.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
It's 4 people.
They re-signed 3 guys.
And one of them's a kicker.
Re-signed 3 guys. You've got Justin Hollins.
worse.
No one knows him. Ruby Ford. I actually know that name. He's a backup safety. You re-signed Kayshawn Nixon, who was actually really good last year. Great returner. And then you signed your new long snapper.
Heck yeah.
Matt Orzech. Every team in the division signed a new long snapper, actually.
So
And
on
some
the
heck of names.
on the
Jack
signees,
McQuaid.
on the
So-
Sunnies, the highest contract is 1 year,
$6 million for a kick returner.
What the crap, man?
And let's go look at the Bears' departure.
Y'all wonder
Aaron
why
Rodgers.
Rogers left. This is
Yeah.
what he saw
They
every
lost the
offseason in free agency.
What
They
did
never
the,
do it.
What did the Jets give
Dude.
up for him?
How old are those stars right there that he played with? Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis.
And that was all him. He wanted that.
God,
Because they knew they weren't going to draft nobody.
so old.
But they got a bunch of young receivers.
They have
in
a
the
very
Jets.
big draft class too. The trade was 15th overall and a 5th. That was the Packers sending that for New York's 13th. So a trade up
A
barely.
flop. Yeah, flip-flop. Barely.
A 2nd-round pick, a 6th-round pick, and a conditional 2nd next year that could become a 1st if Rodgers plays in at least 65% of the games.
Which is
so a
gonna-
1st.
Yeah,
Well,
first.
Rogers was going to sit out though. Right.
He might set out to screw him over.
Yeah, just win the first 12 and then sit out. I mean,
That'd be funny.
So the trade was essentially a future first, and a future 2nd for Aaron Rodgers, who looks to be locked in for at least 2 years. So pretty good trade for the Jets, and good value back for the Packers for a guy that just did not want to be there. Their departures, obviously, Aaron Rodgers. And then wherever Rodgers goes, his buddies go. So Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Mercedes Lewis, probably going to be a Jet
He's gonna be a
eventually.
Jet, yeah.
Probably. Big Bob Tanyan went to the Bears. We just talked about him.
Mason
Dean
Crosby
Lowry.
left too.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know
Do
that.
the Jets need a kicker?
He'd been there forever.
He's got great hair. Like,
Yeah,
he's
great beard as well.
Literally, yeah.
He will be a Jet.
No doubt he will be. Absolutely. Because I felt like the Jets had kicking problems last year, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm sure everyone did, it seems like.
That's true.
Nobody had a good kicker last year.
Maybe Dallas
Look at their
should sign him.
yeah. depth chart.
Hey, Crosby's
Can't
made some
be
big
good.
kicks in Jerry's world. They did have a big draft class though, which was where are we at? Jeez, here it is. A lot of picks. Lucas Van Ness from Iowa.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
He was their first overall pick.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Then they said, F you, Rodgers. We're going to draft 3 weapons with our next 3 picks. Tight end, wide receiver, tight end.
Musgrave is the one I had in my eye on.
Yeah,
For
him
the
and Kraft
Saints.
are probably both top 5 tight ends in the class, maybe top 6. It's a heck of a tight end class.
Mhm.
Michigan State receiver. Then you get Sean Clifford in the 5th round, because why not? That's just a stupid pick.
So they got their future kicker?
Yeah, they got the Carlson brother from Auburn. Yeah. What round is that? 207? 6th, probably? Yeah, probably something like that. You get a receiver from Virginia. A lot of draft picks. Very young team. I guess they're trying to bring in the youth movement.
They never got 3 wide receivers the
Oh, no.
whole time.
No.
Rodgers was
Three
there.
wide receivers and 2 tight ends.
That's so weird.
God, why do that when you have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time? I guess
so
they're
weird.
so spoiled because they had 2 of them in a row.
Well, and with Rodgers, he took up at least 3 or 4 of the weapons because of his guys.
That's true. But at the same time,
Well, when Adams was there, he was just throwing it to him every time.
Yeah. And before him, he had Jordy.
I feel like
He was
Rodgers
doing
is
the same thing.
He's a big do I trust you guy?
Yes.
He trusts Wilson at the Jets, looks like. Every time I get on Twitter, I see another video of him throwing it to Wilson, making a crazy catch.
And the Lazard thing, Lazard, he's never done nothing that crazy.
No,
I've never understood the love there.
It's his. I think it's his size. He's got just.
Yeah, they thought he was going to be the next year.
Yeah.
Last year was just going to be awesome, but he never really panned out.
Looking at the depth chart, Third string Danny Etling quarterback, still hanging around.
He is,
I thought
man.
he moved to a receiver.
No.
Didn't he try that out?
He tried to go to tight end, I
Yeah.
think it was.
Tight end. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Danny Etling, man.
Hey,
Danny
he was
Etling.
sneaky, not bad at LSU.
He was Burrow before Burrow.
He wasn't terrible. He wasn't.
I love Danny Etling.
Yeah, he was solid. Running back.
Here's some breaking news. The Angels are not going to trade Shohei.
No kidding.
Wow.
And
that is
instead,
breaking news.
Instead, they're going to try and add players.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there are like 7 of their last 8, I think.
I mean, what a better guy to build a franchise around, though. He's,
I mean,
you know,
probably
he's both.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a
Both.
good spot to do it.
Looking at the
good job,
Packers,
man.
Are they
though.
going to get rid of Trout?
No.
No.
Trout's hurt right now again. If you can believe that.
They've actually played pretty good
I would,
without him.
I would move off of Trout at this point in his
Nobody
career.
wants a contract.
Yeah, but
Somebody
if you move
will
off of
take it.
Trout, that's like a sin. That's like the Red Sox trading Babe.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if I'm moving
True.
from one of them, I'm definitely keeping Otani.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
is Trout going to be there for if they do rebuild and eventually win a championship? Is he even going to be there for that?
He's like sneaky young. Still.
Or can he go?
Is he even 30 yet?
Or can he go?
No,
yeah.
he's like 29 probably.
He's 31. Okay.
He
Yeah.
feels like he's been in
Or-
the league for 15 years.
Or can he go to the Dodgers and be a contender?
Let's not wish that.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
The Dodgers are about to get freaking Arenado or
They
something.
got
so
Trout,
just-
too.
Well, you know,
God.
you got to have an MVP to be on the Dodgers team, huh?
Who's this young guy that the Dodgers have that showed out yesterday?
Who was it? What was the name? James Outman?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's going to be
He
good.
came out of absolutely nowhere this year. He's a rookie.
Man.
Yeah.
He would probably win Rookie of the Year if Ellie De La Cruz and Corbin Carroll didn't exist.
Corbin
He had
Carroll's a
he
freaking
had a
MVP
walk-off
candidate.
last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good.
He
Dude.
is really good. He's fast.
Yeah.
Hits for power.
So, Jordan Love,
Yeah.
trash or no?
no clue.
We don't know.
How do you... How
Couldn't
could,
testify on that.
But, I mean, like, you listen to
Do y'all remember some
people,
of
and
his?
they're like, there's not a lot of positive
Wasn't he terrible in preseason?
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Horrible.
And the little bit he did play, he didn't play good.
Yeah.
But he
was
came in
horrible.
last year. He had a good game. One of the games that Rodgers got hurt. Or
He
was
had
it?
195 yards last
Against the
year.
Eagles. 6 for 9 for 113 and a touchdown.
Eesh.
I know that right there. A lot of people talked about that as a positive.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's
Highlight of his
that's,
career.
that's probably
And it
also
is.
some of that. We have no film on them, so, I mean.
Yeah, we ain't got a clue. We cannot predict.
Yeah.
and they still don't have film on them. So,
Well, with his weapons, I don't see him doing a whole lot.
yeah. I mean, you think that they're gonna go Aaron
it's
Aaron
gonna
Jones
be,
and AJ
So it's going to be
Dillon?
run left, run right.
This
yeah.
is the guy they insulted one of the GOATs with instead of drafting weapons.
Yeah. This is it.
God, man.
But the thing is, that was
How do you
4 years
keep-
ago.
how do you
could have
keep
drafted
your-
the weapons since then?
They
Yeah, and how do
they
you keep?
insulted
got a
him
better
when they
quarterback.
drafted him.
How do you keep your job in Green Bay?
I guess when you don't have a real owner, you feel a
Yeah.
little protective.
Yeah, maybe
Alright.
so.
It's on history.
But Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, very good running backs. Dillon's more of your bell cow. Jones is a little bit flashier. I like Aaron Jones a
little
lot.
underrated.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
UTEP
Musgrave's
guy?
going to be the tight end, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and then Musgrave, DeGora, who I think they drafted last year out of Cincinnati, and then Tucker Kraft, the other rookie this year. So very young at tight end, and they have some depth there. Wide receivers, though, Christian Watson showed some flashes last year. Romeo Dobbs came out of nowhere, looked really good. Jaden Reed, that's the Michigan State kid. After that, not much there.
They're really young.
Yeah, not much there. But it's going to be a rebuild year for sure there. Looking at the line, David Bakhtiari's still there. Elgton Jenkins, John Runyon, solid O-line. I'm surprised Bakhtiari's still there, actually. Seems
Did
like
Christian
he would,
Watson play college ball with Jordan Love?
No, Watson was North Dakota State, I think, or South Dakota State. One of them.
Maybe they didn't go pick any players up because they're trying to go young and just build
Yeah,
something.
maybe so. Just kind of punt on this year.
Yeah.
On the defense, though, they've got some pretty good talent there. Kenny Clark's really good on the line. Devontae White, Preston Smith, Devondre Campbell had a great year last year. Lucas Van Ness. What happened, Chance?
A guy on Twitter just tweeted out, "I love how much faster Calvin Ridley runs routes
Oh,
compared
he was
to Zay
insane.
Jones."
He was insane.
That's beautiful to watch.
Yeah. Devondre Campbell, great year last year. Clay Walker, Rashawn Gary, back from injury.
My cousin's at that game, by the way.
Crap. Wow. Tell her bring us home a Vuvuzela.
I don't even know what that is. What do y'all keep saying?
It's a big horn.
That they blow at the
It was the Rio de Janeiro, either Olympics or World Cup.
Big soccer thing. Jair Alexander, very good cornerback. Roswell Douglas, Eric Stokes, Darnell Savage, good young safety. Ruby Ford, I guess he's going to be starting, more of a backup. So the defense, they have pieces. They also have some young guys that are needing to step up. I think they were pretty solid last year overall. It'll be their better unit, definitely. The offense has a lot of question marks. We'll see how it goes. And then you got a rookie kicker taking over for a legend with Mason Crosby.
Yeah, but he's a Carlson. He'll be fine.
That is true. That is true.
So a lot of running the ball and playing defense.
Yeah. Hey, and then with that Green Bay cold, it might work. Let's look at their schedule.
Just a random thought. This is our third division we've done this.
Yeah.
Every team has had at least one LSU player on it. But keep going. I was just thinking.
Who'd we have here?
NFLSU.
Danny Etley?
Danny Etley.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He kept the streak alive.
NFLSU.
That's right. Yeah. Just saying.
Who was the Bears? It was someone random.
Micah Baskerville.
Oh, yeah.
No.
He making the team.
Hey, he's on it right now. He's on it right now. He's in training camp.
Micah Baskerville.
Yet again, shout out Evangel.
Yeah.
I guarantee he'll probably stick around the league. He'll be a special team.
Somehow.
Rotational linebacker. Yeah, you watch.
He was a sneaky good athlete.
Yes, very sneaky good athlete.
Opening up, though, you got Chicago, then at Atlanta versus the Hoodats, and then versus Detroit on Thursday Night Football.
If we don't beat them by 3 touchdowns, then
we won't
can call our season off.
Don't expect
Fire
that.
the coach.
Yep.
You get a Thursday night game versus Detroit, and then at Las Vegas on Monday Night Football back to back. So
it's not that bad of a schedule.
Yeah, you get some early looks at Jordan Love on national TV.
They could be 3-2.
So far, observing this, I thought Prime Video had more rights in what games they get. Man, there's been some bad ones already.
Hey, Packers Lions.
That's every Thursday night game.
They confirmed this before Rodgers asked out.
That's what I'm saying. They got more control after last year.
They got to help make the schedule.
Yes,
that's
they were supposed.
I wouldn't allow that.
Well, you can't watch him unless you have somebody on fantasy.
It's because I mean,
I'll have Amon-Ra St. Brown for the Lions. I'm sure. So I'll have him to watch.
I have Aaron Jones on a team every year.
What's their over and under Packers?
Hold on, I had it pulled up.
Yeah, pull up all those.
Yeah.
Surely it's less than 7.
So that 5 though before your bye week,
5 probably.
it's a solid. I mean, nothing crazy there.
7.5.
No, my God.
Give me the under right now.
Hey, we haven't looked at the back half yet.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
I know who's playing quarterback.
I don't even bet. I don't even get in on that stuff, but guys, take that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be scary.
Bye now.
Yeah, we'll see. But Chicago, Atlanta, winnable games.
Yeah.
The Saints, as much as we love them, it wouldn't be a shocker if we lost to the Packers, I don't think.
Well, we might have Michael Thomas still by then, so it might help. Who knows? It's coin flip.
Then Detroit and Las Vegas. I mean, I wouldn't call either of those absolute losses yet. So the first 5 games are winnable. Then you get a bye week with Jordan Love, kind of reassess whatever's happened the first 5 weeks.
Decide
then you
if you want
go
to tank or not.
Yeah, then you go to Denver. That's a big jump right there. Minnesota, the Rams, Pittsburgh, at Pittsburgh versus the Chargers, at Detroit versus Kansas City. That's tougher. 7 through 13 right there is pretty tough.
Green Bay feels like they're going to come out, fight first 3-4 games to prove that we don't need, you know, right, and then it's going to start slowly going downhill from there.
This back half is a lot tougher, especially with the middle. Then you get the Giants on
What's the odds on that?
This random ABC game on a Monday night.
-115
for under.
No, for over. Under's -105.
I do not see 8 games anywhere.
I don't either.
No, they
don't
ain't
either.
got them.
I
I'm sorry, but that stretch of Minnesota, Rams, Pittsburgh, Chargers, Detroit, Kansas City, They might
well,
go
and then
0-5,
around
0-6,
that,
whatever that is.
you left out Denver and at the Giants.
At Denver, at Giants.
I mean,
And then you got to play Baker.
They could lose like 8 straight games after the bye week and homeboy get fired.
So yeah, I mean, so basically, you're telling me they're going to lose 2 to 3 less games without Aaron Rodgers? I don't believe that.
No shot.
I just don't believe that
I mean,
at all.
They'll probably split one with the Bears because that's just how it always goes. And they can beat Carolina, but that's at Carolina.
And I would say that they probably get one from Detroit. We like
And they'll
Detroit a
probably
lot,
get
but
one
still.
from Detroit.
So
and
does
they might
Vegas
beat
think
Vegas.
Love's going to be good?
I don't
I
know.
think they're betting on LaFleur, if I had to guess.
Did he get a option for next year or anything like that? What was his contract situation?
Was he a first-round pick?
No, they didn't pick it up.
He was 26.
Didn't they?
I mean, I feel like
like they gave him like a 1-year extension.
Is
or
that what they
something
did?
weird.
Okay.
I feel like that's the easiest bet in NFL right now.
Yeah, you would think so. So
They've got
he's
4
under
years
contract
left,
next
4
year.
years left.
So they didn't pick it up.
No, he's under contract. Yeah, he's under contract next year for $7 million. No, that was his option.
Okay.
Because I think this is his 4th year.
Then what are those 3 years
Am I wrong?
afterwards, Clay?
No, that's deferred money. Yeah, this is his 4th year.
It said he's an unrestricted free agent in 2027.
That's unrestricted free agent 2025. He's off their books and this. Oh, that says 2025 right there.
He probably,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they'll be paying for him. They probably restructured the contract, something like that. Go look at the Saints. You'll see that everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're the Packers, that opening stretch is a lot easier than verse 5. At that point, say you're 1-4 heading into the bye, do you start trying to push off some of these pieces and say, hey, Caleb Williams and Drake May are in this draft class?
I would.
I mean, I would, especially with Matt LaFleur as my
And
head coach.
if Love just like doesn't look any type of good,
Well, I mean, and you just got. Yeah, I would. I mean, you got draft capital after making that. Trade.
and you have a ton of draft picks this past year that you'll be working in. Very young team. You're probably not paying nobody crazy besides.
I mean, that'd be
Jari and Kenny Clark.
That'd be about right. If Green Bay get like Drake May or something like here goes again.
Yeah.
Another quarterback.
That'd be very
Packer-like.
Packer move.
Poetic.
Yeah,
it would be. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Very interesting.
Packs suck.
Why didn't Rose Lavelle start?
That is weird. Don't know. But
She's only like our 3rd best player.
I think we're all feeling under there.
Absolutely. That's gonna be hammered.
Feeling under, definitely.
that'll be in a
Yeah,
parlay of some sort.
we need to remember that. We can put that as a dirty boot bet.
Yes.
That could be our number 1.
I don't think anyone likes the Packers really, so I think we can all pretty much root for them against them.
Absolutely.
Looking at the schedule, I just don't see it.
I mean, it makes.
So wait, they're gonna have
no
to win.
sense.
They have to win 8 games.
8 games.
Yes.
7 maybe.
I mean,
if they have a good year.
what do they? I mean, they
7 would be a great year for
Yeah.
them.
I mean, they were winning 10 and 11 with Rodgers. So you think they're just going to drop back just a couple games when they lose Rodgers?
Well, and
that just makes no sense.
The Vikings are still going to be good. The Lions got a little bit better. The Bears got way better. Like
somebody in that division has got to be not good.
Yeah,
I mean,
somebody has to lose these games.
Yeah.
That is
And
crazy.
It's probably
man.
going to be them.
Can we get an alternate line on that? Give me 6.5.
There is an alternate line.
Give me 6.5.
What would that be?
They don't have that one listed. They have 5.5.
DraftKings probably does.
5.5.
5.5 under that's 260 plus
260.
Yeah.
I mean, that's solid odds. I'd go with the safe bet though of the 7 wins.
Yes.
Oh, that's a guarantee.
Guarantee. You know, throw it on the fridge.
Put the mortgage on it.
I think you can. Honestly.
Put it on the fridge, Clay. Guarantee.
But it's not a hot take.
Vegas thinks so.
I must say, Vegas is pretty.
Hey, they always know.
They do know. Put it on the fridge, Clay.
Under 7.5. USA's got to
dirty
get some
boot best
traction
bet
going,
right there.
man.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all on that.
Yeah.
Outside.
And it's not even like as much as I don't like the Packers. I think I like the other 3 teams that much more as well.
Impressive what they can do with the soccer ball with their feet, dude. It's so impressive.
All right, next team, our Detroit Lions.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Detroit, baby. So Detroit, big moves.
Big moves.
Brought in David Montgomery from the Bears.
The Bears.
3 years, $18 million. Got all the talent in the world. I think he needs to not be a bell cow, Guess what? You draft Jahmyr Gibbs first round. So
They
you have
paid
that-
him $6 million a year.
Yeah,
I think it's
I think it's
a
solid.
steal.
It's a solid bet. I mean, he's
At
he's
that
had
point
a-
in his career,
this is just
Not
his first.
that old.
It's
He's
just
not
his,
that old.
I think it's his first contract after rookie,
Yeah.
maybe.
is it?
I mean,
Yeah.
we saw what Jamal Williams did.
He's been in
for
the
him
league
last
probably 4
year.
years.
He is just as good as Jamal
He
Williams.
might be 26, but he's probably 25, 26, somewhere around
I
there.
thought he was older than that.
He can do exactly what Jamal Williams
He's
just
probably
did
younger
for
than Jamal Williams, huh?
him. I would.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would think.
Yeah,
so.
he's only 26.
Yeah.
God, it seems like he's been in the league a
It
while.
does. It does.
Because he was all the Bears had for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and they won't be stacking the line quite as bad as when he was with the Bears.
Yeah.
'Cause
Definitely.
he knew what they were going to do every time. Hand him the ball.
You get Craig Reynolds back. Marvin Jones comes back, where it all started. 1 year, $3 million deal. You got to like that. Just good veteran presence at receiver. Graham Glasnow, solid O-line piece. Team captain Isaiah Buggs.
Rustin.
Yeah, from Ruston. We got to get that interview somehow.
I know it.
Maybe after the Super Bowl this year.
Hey.
2 year deal for him, $6 million. Let's see, Alex Anzalone, Saints legend.
Always liked him.
Wow.
3 years, $18
always
million.
liked him.
He was always hurt, though.
I loved him at
Yeah, he
Florida.
was.
For us.
He was.
Yeah, he had been hurt there.
Man, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
I loved him when he played at Florida.
He reminds me of that.
Maben.
He reminds me of that old safety from LSU that played.
Craig Stelz.
Craig
There you
Stelz,
go.
baby.
Loved Craig Stelz.
Big white dude, big neck, long blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's probably where it ends.
And hits real hard.
Yeah.
Loved Craig Stelz.
Yeah, Stelz had some nice picks though.
Ooh,
too. Dude,
yes,
he
he
was
did.
so good.
Y'all, y'all ever watched?
He was Brian Urlacher in college.
He stuck
basically.
around with the Bears for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
You ever seen the movie The Program?
No,
Mhm.
I've not.
Okay, you know Lattimore
Yeah.
on there. Does he not remind you of him?
Yeah, he does.
Jalen Reeves-Maben, more linebacker depth. Their secondary, though, took some big steps. Cameron Sutton from the Steelers, 3 years, $33 million.
He's good.
Emmanuel Mosley from the Niners, signed with him, some more depth. Our boy CJ Gardner Johnson.
CJGJ.
CD Deuce.
CD Deuce, whatever you want to call him.
With a little scare.
The man of a million
Big
nicknames.
scare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it a lot of drama? I don't know if it was.
From what it sounded like, it was a big scare.
Yeah,
Mr.
people
Drama
thought he
himself.
was like
Yeah.
done for the year.
Yeah.
They almost had a prayer circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quarterback went over about to squall.
Yeah. He's on the team though. 1 year, $8 million
he
deal.
could be a very key and vital piece for them. Though.
For cheap.
yeah,
I mean,
for a proven
led
year
the
deal.
NFL in picks last year, or
Yeah.
tied for it. Yeah, man, you
What is
gotta
it?
love
What is
that.
it? What is it tell about his character, though? I mean, like Saints traded him for character. You go to a team that went to the Super Bowl. You were leading the NFL in picks, and then you're on a 1 year prove it deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like that tells you a lot more
It's
about
weird.
his
He
off
must
the
be.
field.
He must be a piece of crap.
I think he is.
I know he runs his mouth a lot,
I think he is.
but
I mean,
you kind of want that
he
in
played
your
at
secondary.
Florida. Let's remember
Yes,
that.
he did. He played.
You kind of want that kind of guy in your secondary that just
Oh,
has
no,
all the
no
confidence.
doubt.
in the
No,
world.
oh,
If
absolutely.
I want character issues on my football
I want it
team,
to be
I
a-
want to be DB or wide receiver.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yes, yes.
And then I want somebody that's been arrested or shot somebody at D tackle.
I like
or
that.
tight end, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know. he
Or
shoots
have
himself.
a brother that wants to have bad things happen.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
I don't want
what
to
about
talk
that?
about that on here.
Uh,
That's a bad dude, man. He needs to go to jail.
I think he is.
yeah.
Before something does happen. Yeah. that dude.
Special place in hell for people like that.
You bring
Special place.
back the money badger. Wait, no, didn't he just get
He
cut
just got cut. Yeah.
and signed with the Commanders?
Yeah, he got cut a couple days ago.
So who the crap's their kicker?
Not the money badger.
Not the money badger.
I mean, they are destroying us outside the box, dude.
Oh, we've looked horrible in this game.
Oh, we have played uninspired football.
Riley
They're
Patterson.
tackling us left
Who
and
the
right.
crap is John Parker Romo? Is that Tony's nephew? Probably not.
What a
I don't
guy.
see the soccer. I mean the hat.
All right, let's look
How
at
early
the
are you going to draft him?
what?
That kicker.
Yeah. Looking at their departures, Justin Jackson, DeAndre Swift, and Jamal Williams.
Ouch.
Definitely hurts both of those.
I think Gibbs is better than all three.
Ooh.
Okay. Think
I'd
Gibbs gonna be
say-
that good?
I think Gibbs is going to be really good.
I think he's
I
too.
think
he's gonna be good, too.
Swift never really
you
reached
never
his
saw
potential.
it out of Swift. That's the whole thing.
You didn't.
People always thought, oh, Swift's really good. You never saw it.
And from Jamal, you're gonna get
David Montgomery.
Dave Montgomery's gonna do
Yes.
what Jamal did and probably more.
This is our shot.
DJ Chark lost him. Never
You think he's
did
going to do
much.
more?
Yeah, I don't think Jamal was much, but
Red zone.
yeah, if his touchdown numbers weren't like so many, I think they're a little bit inflated. Outside of that, I don't think he's that
as
great.
many touchdowns, but he'll have more yards.
Yeah,
He'll have a higher usage rate, probably.
And he'll have more catches than Jamal Williams.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, Montgomery can actually catch the ball, so
Yeah.
that
He was a
does help out.
1,000-yard guy.
I just feel like it was a bit of
A
just
4.1
force-feeding.
average.
And that was also because Swift was hurt bad. too.
4.1 ain't that great. It is. I mean, you got to be over 4, but it's nothing that great.
That's a lot of yards, though. Is what I'm saying. You got
It
plenty of
is.
usage.
It is. But I think Montgomery's going to have a really good year. And I've never really been a big Montgomery guy, but I just think it's a good signing.
What do y'all think about DJ Shark leaving?
He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he never
I really
got.
thought he was going to be more in the NFL.
I did too. He never got healthy though.
He has, but say I felt like that was his first. Last year was his first year actually to have a quarterback, and then he got.
He had Blake Bortles.
He stayed hurt. Yeah. Anyway,
AFC Championship appearance, Blake Bortles. What a heck of a year that was.
That was a crazy year.
Saxonville.
I drafted that defense. I was the last guy that drafted a defense in our fantasy league, and I drafted the Jags. Never dropped them. They freaking carried me to a championship. Michael
Man,
Brockers
they
is
fell
gone.
off so quick though.
Yeah, it did. It did. Michael Brockers.
Did he go? He didn't get signed nowhere, did he?
Let's see.
Which he's getting up there in age.
Yeah, he's got to be 30.
35.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Played 11 years.
Come back home. We'll take you.
Yeah,
as well.
We need a D tackle.
Why
Bad.
not? How many?
He was so good at LSU and just never got because he wasn't a stat filler up.
Yeah.
Or like, God, he was so good.
And that's why he's had such a long NFL
God,
career.
he played with
29
Did he
and a
play
half
with
sacks.
Charles?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
2011 was his draft year.
Yeah, he was on that NFL roster basically. LSU had that.
Yeah.
Greg Buster Davis.
Mike Hughes, Jeff Okudah, Monty Warrior, a couple guys that never really could reach their potential as well. Deshaun Elliott. So you feel like you got better overall. Looking at the draft class, Jahmyr Gibbs, bit of a reach maybe, but I don't think anyone's questioning the talent.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean, you would
Weird spot.
a running back at
yeah.
number 12 when you had DeAndre Swift on your roster, like it seemed weird at the time.
Yeah, I think you could probably got him at that number 34 spot. To be honest with you.
Probably. Then you also get another first-round pick, Jack Campbell, best linebacker in the draft. Another guy no one really expected to go round one, but best in his position.
Well, I mean, they went for needs.
They drafted what they wanted.
Yeah,
to draft.
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, you got the
Can't fault
you
him
got
for
the
that.
guaranteed number 2 running back, and you got the number 1 linebacker in the draft. And
They're trusting their scouting department.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Which is what you're supposed to do. So good for them for actually doing it.
Man, check out that steal at number 68.
yeah, Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
If he can be healthy, I mean, a lot of people have some beliefs in him. Brian Branch as well from Bama, D-back, very good player. Sam Laporta, Iowa tight end. Feel like if you didn't grab a tight end in this draft class, you're doing it wrong.
Shout out the Saints.
Yeah, probably so. Did we not? We didn't draft one?
No.
Of
No,
course not.
no, we did not.
No, we passed up on
We got
Darnell
Jimmy
Washington.
Graham though.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, baby.
Yeah, we got good tight ends.
6 picks in the first 3 rounds.
The North Carolina pick down there, I believe he's a fast guy. It's gonna be hard to find his 40 and everything, but that name popped out of me. And
Probably wasn't
Antoine
invited to the
Green,
combine.
probably
If
not.
he's short, that he has to be fast.
Let's look at their depth chart though. So Jared Goff, great year for him. Oh wow, look at 4th string quarterback there, Adrian Martinez.
Is that Nebraska?
From the Mexican
Yeah.
League?
Yeah.
Oh, Nebraska.
Whoa!
Wow.
No, from the cornfields.
They got Gibbs listed ahead of Montgomery on the depth chart.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Yeah, if you draft a guy 12th overall, you would hope so. I think
Montgomery's
they're going to
stage
be
of his
they're going to be a
career.
50-50 split. There, I
Yeah,
think.
Montgomery's a role player at this
What's
point. now.
Jameson? Was it a 6
I mean,
I think Montgomery touches the.
Leonardo DiCaprio, if she was,
He's going to touch
David
the ball
Montgomery
a
was a
lot.
model, he wouldn't be looking at him anymore.
Are we worried about the Jameson Williams?
He's hurt.
He gambled on sports.
Yeah, but he's hurt now.
6 games.
He's
They
hurt.
said- they
He
said
got
it
hurt
ain't
in
that
training
bad.
camp.
They said it ain't that bad though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which one
And
gambled?
they know they
which one
can
gambled
slow
on
play
games?
it.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
But no, he didn't gamble on NFL games.
No.
He
Gambled on
gambled on
NBA,
NBA
while
games.
at the facility.
At
Yeah.
the facility.
He did nothing wrong.
Stupidest thing ever,
'Cause
man.
Nobody can give us a ruling on what that has to do with anything.
It's so stupid. So stupid.
I think it's scary
it's
how much.
all-
I'm scared how much the NFL can find out about these dudes' locations and stuff. I mean, I hate to put them a tinfoil hat over here, but I don't like that.
They see me at that freaking random road in Bienville all the time.
Dude, they know exactly where we've gambled if we were the NFL right now.
Kyle, take it over.
Take it
you
over.
got something on that?
On the gambling?
We got
No,
a corner kick.
on our government tracking our location.
Oh, you don't want to go there. You know, honestly, when y'all were talking about that, I was like, well, why can't the Pels keep Zion off the buffet?
Well,
He ain't gambling at it.
Apparently, him and his parents don't pay people back.
Yeah, what was that? He just got sued?
His stepfather, I think, is a piece of you know what. I think it's what we're learning.
I've
a
heard
lot
that
about.
from the Duke days too.
Yeah.
So the wide receiver guy 6'2", 200, 447. Projected 6th round pick. They got him in the 7th. So shout out the Lions.
What a steal!
Yeah.
It's better than the Saints taking him in the second. Projected 7th round pick.
Hey,
Taking
they
him in the
said
second.
Peyton Turner looked really good today without pads on.
But he does.
That's exactly what
Isn't
they
that
said.
the story of his
That's
life?
exactly what they said. I was like,
He
really?
looks. Did they
Really?
use the word prototype?
No, they didn't, but they said he had a really good swim move.
Push the sled
I'm like,
well.
well, it's easier to have a swim move when you don't have shoulder pads on.
He pushed the
So-
sled well.
I said he was in the backfield all day today.
Outside pass rushers really don't use a swim move.
My man used a swim move. I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Going inside.
You can't swim move a 6'7"
He might be
left
versatile,
tackle.
Chance. He might be playing D. We need D tackles. He might be back and forth for us.
If he plays D tackle, I'll shave
That's
my
what
head.
that's what first rounders do, Chance. They're versatile. They're good athletes.
Hey, we're getting into one of them
can't
with our
wait for it
next
to be
team.
all-
Yeah, I mean, you can play center, you can play guard. I mean, whatever.
We gotta take a shot on goal, Alex.
We can't have an NFL episode without taking a shot at the Saints draft picks.
No, absolutely not. It's too easy.
The Vikings. When we get there, we'll talk about it.
So,
Looking at the receivers for the Lions.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about the pass catching situation.
Yes.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra can only do so much.
Yeah, and then the tight ends. I mean, I hope one of them pans out.
And Marvin Jones is already out.
Yeah,
I mean, that ain't good.
One out. Somebody's got to step up.
Name these backups.
Marvin said, "I'm not doing no training camp." He said, "I'm 33.
I'm a legend."
Yeah.
Montgomery's gonna run the ball a whole lot. It looks like.
Montgomery's like, crap, I'm in Chicago all over again.
They might play Gibbs at slot. Dude.
I
That's
forgot
how bad
they
it
did
might
just
be
get
off.
Denzel
That's a
Mims
good point.
from the Jets.
He's not,
good.
he's
They're
not
good.
bad.
Yeah,
we saw what the Jags did with Etienne last year.
Yeah, it's a good point.
They might take that and
And
do that with
put
Gibbs for a
Gibbs
couple weeks till
to get him
Jameson
by.
gets back.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about the Jameson situation, like injury wise, because they know is it 6 or 4?
6.
They know they have 6 weeks to figure it out. Like,
That's a
let
lot,
'em-
though.
Give them time. Let them heal slowly. It's not like you can play in a month.
No, but I'm ready to
You
see
know?
their schedule because 6, man, you come out slow out the gates.
You're hoping
Put
that's a
yourself in
weak schedule.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
we know they got the Packers.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're getting many games out of Jones either. He's going to be hurt all
Oh
year.
my gosh!
I mean, you're looking at your realistic wide receiver 2 is Josh Reynolds, who not bad, but
That's not who you want to rely on.
But
I mean,
he
they-
had
they-
some pretty good
yeah,
games last
that
year.
last year they were pretty much the same situation.
But I think they should have went out there and
Those-
got somebody.
Those
Yeah.
2 at the 3rd spot,
Oh,
I've
there's
never
no
heard
reason
of
they
in my
shouldn't
life.
have got somebody.
I've never heard of Tom Kennedy.
Tom Kennedy's white.
Tom Kennedy's white. He played lacrosse in
He
college.
went to Bryant.
He played,
There we
He
go.
played lacrosse.
I did not watch many Bryant football
Lord,
games. I'm
he's
sorry.
not touching the
5'10",
field.
195.
5'10", 195.
Hey, if he goes to Houston, he can take Bobby Trees' job. So,
Jay, yeah.
Trinity Benson, I don't know that
Never
name.
heard that name in my life.
Maurice Alexander.
Did they just got a bunch of people
Florida
hoping
International.
somebody pans out?
Oh, this guy's 26 and he's in his first season.
Holy cow.
Okay, let's
All
see.
right.
COVID years.
Yeah. And then
Had a couple.
you traded out Hawk last year, so you're looking for Sam Laporta to take the step.
I feel
or
like they
Brock Wright.
might make a trade for a receiver during the season at some point.
I mean,
win a
or just
couple
go to the
games, they have to.
freaking
Yeah.
free agency.
Well, there's decent names in there.
Where's Julio?
How about that list, right?
It's crazy.
God, that list is nuts.
It's crazy. We're going to see a lot of moves by the time the
I
season
agree.
starts.
I agree.
One thing on the offense they do have right, though, the O-line. Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow. Not going to pronounce that. Vitae, Penei Sewell. Then on the second string, you've got Glasnow, Ifeidi, good backups that have been around for a while. This Ross Pierschbacher, was he one of the top centers last year?
Man, they go overseas and
I
get
know,
these
a
guys?
couple years ago. Yeah, that's some heck of names on this roster. That's what you want, though. You want some big guys that you.
Go!
Yeah.
Lindsey Horan.
Hopefully we're finally woken up.
Hey, get a goal and let's get some bets winning.
Lit a
Let's
fire
get
under
2
it.
more goals. 2 more goals.
Looking on the defense, though. On the defense, Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit legend, had a great year last year. If it wasn't for was it Sauce Gardner that beat him out?
Yes.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Sauce becoming like a top 5 corner, then Aiden probably wins DPOY. I mean, Rookie of the Year, whatever. Isaiah Buggs, James Houston. Whoa.
Not that James Houston, huh?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
No,
I
his
knew
name
there was
wasn't
another
James. Was it the Chiefs guy?
Jameson.
Justin. My bad. I'm just saying, no
Jackson
way he's still
State.
playing.
I'm sure Prime's happy about him.
When was he drafted? 6th round last year. Oh, he had 8 sacks last year.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Hutchinson has a monster year this year.
Yeah. Looking at the linebackers, as we said, probably their weak spot. Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, Malcolm Rodriguez. Oh, that's the guy from Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, Rodrigo.
We liked him.
He earned that spot.
Heck yeah, he did. Secondary, Cameron Sutton, Chauncey, Manuel Mosley, Kirby Joseph, and Tracy Walker, ULL. Savion Smith's back there. So you have former LSU commit.
Yes.
And then went to Bama.
Yep.
No.
He was committed to LSU, wasn't he?
He's from down south,
No.
right?
No, Savion Smith was at LSU. He never played.
Oh.
Ohio State transfer.
And then he transferred to Bama?
Or is there 2 Savion Smiths?
Hold on. Do we have an LSU guy on this roster?
Do they have? What do they list Smith? What do they have Smith at right there?
Safety.
No. Like what school?
Bama. The name pops up.
LSU, Mississippi Gulf Coast, Bama. I found it. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Okay.
So, hey, LSU.
Still LSU. He went there originally.
Yeah, he did. We got him from IMG Academy.
We don't have another one on here though?
No, because DJ Chark was your other one, and then they don't have him anymore. He was your only one they had last year. Now their linebackers coach isn't.
You got a guy from Ruston though.
Their
That's good enough.
Their linebackers coach is an LSU player.
Tracy Walker's from ULL.
And I just went blank on his name.
Linebacker coach.
Yeah, played linebacker at LSU.
Crap, I can't think.
He was on Hard Knocks a lot last year. Had the long braids.
Oh, Kelvin Shepard.
Thank you.
Oh, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Wow, Kelvin Shepard.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
he was
been a
so
while.
good.
Yeah, he was.
Had a cup of coffee with the Giants.
Yeah, he did.
Wasn't that Charles's roommate?
They were on the same.
Wasn't it one of his
roster.
buddies, though?
I don't know if that was his roommate.
I want to say they were buddies.
That was another one of those teams that was the guys that was on that 11 team that was just stupid stacked.
Ryan Perlou.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Giants,
Yeah.
Cocaine.
well, and casinos.
Cocaine.
All right.
hell of a drug.
Our Detroit Lions. Get the helmet out. Start rubbing it for the schedule.
There we go.
And get that over-under out.
What is that over and under? Probably 9.5.
Just logged out again. Crap.
Take a screenshot or something.
I bet it was 9.5. I'm
not that smart.
I'm gonna take that.
They're probably thinking they're going to do well in the
Opening
division.
week at the Champions. Thursday Night Football.
That's a win.
I'm going to say no.
How weird of a game that is.
Yeah, Detroit getting on that
Yeah,
stage
that
already.
stage already.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
whoa.
It's crazy. Then
Like,
Seattle.
Let's don't do Kansas City, Buffalo, or Kansas City, Cincinnati.
Nah.
Let's put Detroit.
We want Dan Campbell on the sidelines. Week 2, Seattle. We don't know what Seattle's going to be yet.
Yeah.
It's probably better, or it's probably tougher for the Lions to face them early on, though. Maybe some of that magic still
I'll get up.
going from last year. Then Atlanta. Then at Green Bay, Thursday Night Football.
Over-under's 9.5.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Let's
a tough
see.
one there.
Let's see.
That's a nerve-wracking one there.
Then Carolina, Tampa Bay, getting a little bit better. At Baltimore versus Vegas on Monday Night Football.
We're looking at 4 straight wins from 3 to 6, you would think.
Yeah,
3 to
Atlanta,
6.
Green Bay, Carolina, Tampa Bay. So
Yeah.
Green Bay in the NFC South.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that.
So you're sitting there.
And then Seattle,
4-2
you would
at
think
worst.
yeah, you think you can beat Seattle. So we scored? Who's that? We're never out, baby. Screw the Dutch.
Let's go. They should have.
They done woke us up.
They shouldn't have made us mad.
They woke us up. They woke us up.
Screw the Dutch.
Was she on sides? She was off sides. Crap.
Oh no.
She was offside.
Oh
They
no.
never miss those, man.
She was offside.
Crap.
She was. She knows it too.
Why don't we have the video going, champ?
It's okay. It's okay, Alex. I forgive you.
Why don't we have the video going?
I don't know how to do that.
Come on now. So yeah, opening 8 games. What are we thinking there for the Lions?
I feel like
I feel like you want to be 5-3.
Yeah. I feel like you need to be.
I mean, the toss-ups are Kansas City, Seattle, Baltimore, maybe at Green Bay on a Thursday night. That's probably not going to be easy.
What helps them with the receiver suspensions and stuff? Them not one secondary on those first 6 games that are strong.
Yeah.
I mean that's going to help.
Well, I mean, if you look at that Green Bay game, Jari will be on Amon-Ra all night. So what's going to happen after that? Kansas City, you got Snead. Seattle, you got the cornerback that doesn't want to sign his contract.
Love how we're just saying Snead's like a lockdown corner now.
Snead's good.
And he's got to stay healthy because if he gets hurt, their wide receivers are.
Oh, Amon-Ra?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
got to keep
Down
him
the
healthy.
drain.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
there's
any
some
team you look at, you got to stay healthy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I just feel like if he goes down, that. Ooh.
He's such a vital part
Which
of the offense.
it's not like Detroit's receiving room was real strong last year.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, Josh Reynolds was
He stepped up.
he pretty much was their 2 last year. And after they traded Hawk, when was that, like week 8 or something?
Well,
Whenever
why
the
don't
trade
you go
deadline
get
was.
like a sure-handed number 2?
Yeah.
You know.
Or draft
I wonder
one.
if they didn't have the money to do it.
They are capped.
Or they does golf
But if
kinda
you-
Golf
handicap
hurt them. Yeah,
why
they're
why try for like why value David Montgomery over
'Cause
bringing
it's-
back Swift and drafting a different running back later?
I feel like they're going to slow it down.
Also, wait, there
Run the
really
ball,
wasn't
grind
any
it
wide
out.
receiver available.
trying to help that defense out.
Wasn't the number 1 wide receiver available Lazard? I'm pretty sure he was like the top talent.
He
And then,
was.
like Odell.
Yeah,
he was.
Like so.
That's what we talked about with the Saints last time. Was there wasn't
it's
any.
not like you got anybody to get.
Yeah, I mean, you were taking like flyers on people, like
Yeah.
Lazard, Randall Cobb, Odell, D Hop, but D Hop wasn't going to Detroit.
yeah, he wanted to go to lose.
Yeah, he don't like Eminem.
Okay. Week 9 bye week. You like that midseason. Back half of the schedule, let's see. At the Chargers on not Sunday Night Football. Sunday at 3 o'clock. Then you get Chicago, Green Bay, in New Orleans. Well, why don't we go to that? Make that our dirty boot game. I mean, it's our Lions at our Saints. Like, come on. At Chicago. Oh, wow. A lot of road games here. Versus Denver, at Minnesota, at Dallas. Both of those are domes, though. You like that. And then versus Minnesota. Pretty tough, honestly.
10 games is going to be
10's a
tough.
lot. 10 is a lot.
Really tough.
Even as Detroit fans.
Yeah, because I mean they caught a lot of teams off guard
And yeah, we were already kind of iffy on the first 8. And you're without Jameson Williams, as we already mentioned.
9 seems right though.
The back half, I think, is even tougher.
As much as I would love to say, but yes, they can. But golly, I don't think they can win 10 games with this schedule.
Yeah, this back half is tough.
I'm like you. 9 sounds
9
doable,
sounds
maybe.
Yeah.
You don't think
and that's
that
going to be a tough year.
And if you win 9, you make the playoffs in the NFC.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. You might win this division.
That's true. We haven't looked at Minnesota's first place
yeah.
schedule yet. But
Minnesota's
you get
going to go down.
Yeah.
I mean, their season last
would they
year,
go like 13-4 last year or
and
something
it was
like
just
that?
crazy.
Yeah.
And the way they won, yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. Two Chicago games, 2 Minnesota games, Chargers, Saints, Denver, Dallas. All of those are pretty tough. That's a pretty tough back half of the
Like
schedule.
a different team right now.
And then the other one in that is Thanksgiving against the Packers. Yeah, we'll see. We love the Lions, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
9.5's like the perfect number.
Yeah.
Like I could see 10 and I could see 8, or 10 and 9.
Ugh, 10. That's just double digits.
It's
that's tough.
Especially for the Lions.
In the NFL, that is tough.
I have to have a lot of confidence in your quarterback.
Oh, Julie.
Oh, ooh.
She's fine.
Oh.
All right.
Not like that.
Oh.
So what are we thinking about 9 wins?
9. I think 9 wins will be a good year.
Yeah.
Getting the playoffs.
Detroit's happy with 9 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in the playoffs with 9.
Yeah.
You might be in with 8. Let's move on though to the Minnesota Vikings. Captain Kirk's been in the news a lot lately with the quarterback show.
They might have had the luckiest.
So has Jordan Addison. He's been in the news a lot lately too.
Hey, did you see he was going to save his dog? Though.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they might have had the luckiest 13-win season.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody going 140 for their kid.
I remember when
Come on.
Oh, what are you doing?
She's got this.
No, she does not.
What are you doing? Is that freaking Rodman or
I think it's the young girl Smith.
She must not be good with her left. That's the only thing I could think of.
Should have crossed it.
That would have been a tough shot.
That would have been a tough shot no matter what, though.
So the Vikings.
The Vikings had 11 wins. That was
one possession.
One possession. They had 8 come from behind wins, I think, or one in the last possession. I mean,
it was crazy. And then they had like a 40-point loss with.
Well, look at that
to the Cowboys.
Look at that Buffalo game. How many crazy things had to happen in that game?
Jefferson
for them to
with
win?
the catch of the decade, I think it got called.
Yeah, I believe that. It was crazy.
That was nasty.
It was. It was.
When you outdo that Odell Beckham,
yeah,
catch,
that's saying a lot. Yeah,
and then for Josh to fumble the ball in the end zone.
I forgot about that.
Can we move on, please?
I mean,
where's your Kirk shirt, Chance?
They got so
I burned it after I had to wear it that time.
They got so lucky. I mean, in a lot of games.
That's Captain Kirk.
It's not happening.
Captain.
Yes.
It's not happening again this year.
You like that?
You like that.
Although couldn't happen to a better guy.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Looking at the Vikings, Alexander Mattison, 2-year, $7 million deal to take over the one. Dalvin is gone.
Might be the cheapest starting running back in the NFL this year.
Probably.
Besides Rashad White in Tampa.
Speaking of running back still sitting at home.
Dalvin, man.
I'm hearing. Where did I see?
New England.
Probably Kansas City.
I saw.
He will
Fournette's the favorite to go to New England now.
Really,
I
I
did
could
see
see
that.
that.
Yeah. He's gonna be like what's his name that Belichick?
Jeremy Hill.
No. The big bruiser that.
Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
No, the Brandon
LeGarrette Blount.
Yes, LeGarrette Blount.
Yep.
He's gonna run him like he did Blount. Yeah.
Is Blunt
How you feeling about your Ramondre Stevenson pickup, Chance?
I'm still fine with it because the Patriots ain't signed nobody else.
Come on, Smith.
All in their back. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out.
Corner.
Was LeGarrette Blount the one that sucker punched that guy?
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Boise State.
Opening week of that season.
Oregon.
That's
that
right.
was in Chip Kelly's heyday.
that was
Oregon.
crazy.
Yeah.
Josh Oliver, 3-year, $21 million deal at tight end. That's a lot for your backup. Maybe he's a good blocker. I don't know. Garrett Bradbury signed him 3 years, $15 million. Marcus Davenport. How about that, baby?
Double-digit sacks.
Easy.
Mark
Prove it deal for him.
Future
1 year.
Pro Bowler, right?
You can put that on the freaking fridge.
Easy money.
Yeah. Freak.
You want to put it on the fridge? Double-digit sacks.
It's a guarantee.
I think he is. I think he'll
He
have
probably
10.
has 3 against the Saints.
Yeah. No,
Revenge game.
It just feels like he's gonna have a good year.
I'm writing it.
He does look good in 0 too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So does Calvin Ridley.
Yes, he
God,
does.
that route he ran was beautiful.
Yeah.
Over 10 sacks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna make us cry. So like, what the freak?
Hey, he's in our intro.
Yes, that's right.
Me yelling no.
No.
Worst night of my life. Yeah, Marcus Davenport, though. Prove it deal. Why did he get $13 million? I guess he looked good. I don't know. His physical looked really well. Yeah.
They like that body fat percentage.
Yeah. I saw someone talking about that today on Twitter, about how that's just like all stupid. Byron Murphy, 2 years, $22 million from the Cardinals. They also signed a new long snapper. Everyone in the division did. This is Andrew DiPaolo. Greg Joseph, kicker. Browns legend. Looking at their departures, as we mentioned, Dalvin Cook. Adam Thielen, longtime Viking. Irv Smith went to be Joey B's tight end. Dalvin Tomlinson to the Browns. Zadarius Smith traded to the Browns. Eric Kendricks, very good linebacker for them recently, to the Chargers. Lost 4 corners, my God. Cameron Dantzler, Pat Pete to the Steelers. Duke Shelley, Chandon Sullivan.
I just didn't get why they were getting rid of so many defensive players.
And their defense wasn't good.
Right.
And, I mean, Zadarius and Eric Kendricks and Tomlinson, all three have been their best
were
friends.
their defense. Yeah.
And they got rid of it. Makes no sense.
And then drafting, they went the route of we're only drafting
LSU.
There we go.
Yeah, we're going to draft
USC,
three
LSU,
letters. Yeah, 3 letters. You're coming to our team. So
Love them
USC,
abbreviations.
USC, LSU, BYU, UAB.
I love Jaco and Roy. I was hoping that Saints would get him 4th, 5th round. Like,
I was hoping he's going to come back to LSU.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He had way too good of a year,
Yeah,
though, too.
he did. Yeah.
Jordan Addison.
And Mason Smith coming in, he knew he wouldn't get spotlight. So.
Jordan Addison been in the news lately. Hopefully that all gets figured out. Very talented wide receiver that is going to be needed. Jay Ward, Jaquelin Roy. What we think about them? Can be good pros.
Yeah, Jay Ward's versatile. I mean, I think that's why he went where he went.
He'll stick as a special teams guy at the worst.
Well, yeah, and he can play corner, safety. He played nickel. I mean, he played all the positions at LSU. So I mean, I think that helped him a lot. And he's got good hands. Had always seemed to be around the ball. So yeah, I like him. And Roy, man, I just was always a fan of Roy. As Chance always says, you're doing your job right if you don't get talked about a lot, and he didn't get talked about a lot, really.
Never did.
And always had he was a.
Is he a U-High guy?
Yes. Didn't think we were going to get him. One of those that you thought was going to.
He's supposed to go to Bama.
That's correct. It was a big get when we got him.
And then another steal for them, I think, Dwayne McBride from UAB. Really good running back. Probably should have gone higher. Going to have a lot of opportunity now, it looks like, without Dalvin there to kind of be the next Mattinson.
So will he be the next backup, probably?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would think he'd be the backup, and wouldn't be shocked if he gets some touches.
So Cook, when they cut him, did he have no contract with Minnesota? Like, I mean, are they just save for money? Or
I think he had a contract.
I think he did too. I think
I think he had a year left or something.
Okay. So I was
So he's not going back there.
He wasn't.
That's why I was asking.
I
mean, he got cut. He wasn't a free agent.
No,
he wasn't a free agent.
He won't be back there.
Yeah, he's not. Zeke was just straight up free agent, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they just didn't re-sign him.
I think so.
But they actually cut him with a contract.
Okay.
They said bye-bye.
Because, I mean, you look at me.
You're not welcome.
So he's not going to be like, oh, I'll come back to you.
Because I was just thinking, I mean, he's at the house. Like, why wouldn't you just call him, hey, well, you know. But, yeah, he's mad.
Clear it.
Well, in
oh, no.
They got a new defensive coordinator, Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Wow. Let's see what kind of talent he has to work with. Looking at the offense. Yeah. Kirk Cousins, Nick Mullins, solid backup there. Alexander Mattinson, Dwayne McBride, Ty Chandler. I didn't know who he was. Obviously, Justin Jefferson. Incredible year last year. You got to expect him to fall back a little bit, but not too much. Looks like he might even have more targets this year if Addison goes into any more trouble. KJ Osborne played pretty well for them last year. Besides that, though, not much there. I think
Jalen
Reagor
might be the number 2 pass catcher.
Yeah,
there.
Hawkinson looked really good for them last year.
Man, when he he went there. I mean, he just turned it on.
And then apparently they have faith in Josh Oliver if they're giving him 3 years, $21 million.
I never understood why Detroit got rid of him because he was so good.
Yeah. Josh Oliver has 230 yards in 4 years and 2 touchdowns. He's got to be a blocker. I just don't understand it. 3 years, $21 million to a second.
You got
string
Captain
tight
Curtin
end.
back there. You better have some good blocking.
Yeah,
No, he's going to give you some time.
I don't get it. Looking at the O-line, Christian Darrisaw, Ezra Cleveland, Bradbury, Ed Ingram. There we go.
Yep.
LSU.
Yep.
Brian O'Neill.
Oh, baby.
Come on.
Oh!
That's all for hands.
Corner.
That's Rob.
The O-line. Yeah. The O-line isn't great. It feels like it's always a problem in Minnesota. They've been trying to build that up, but just seem to not be able to do it. Looking at the defense, the D-line. Oh, they have. Okay, so they got Hunter and Davenport at outside linebackers. That's interesting.
You know, watching that show Quarterback, I didn't realize how much that he stayed on his back.
Oh yeah.
Kirk Cousins got hit. It seemed like every
Yeah,
play.
that O-line's been bad. It's been bad.
How funny of a clip was that? He got hammered and I'm out of breath. When he's like laying there.
That's like one of the last things
Come
I
on.
saw.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell he was literally hurting.
That's a corner.
He said, did we score? We didn't. Dang, I'd have got back up if I'd have known that.
Constantly trying to gasp for air.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he's lucky to made it through the year, honestly.
And old Payne just pat him on the butt. You'll be all right. That's after he hit him.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so Flores bringing in Hunter and Davenport as outside linebackers. Is he a 3-4 guy? I'm assuming he has to be, but I mean, think back to like the Patriots.
Hunters? No, Hunter.
I'm talking about Flores.
Flores is a 3-4 guy. Hunter is not a stand-up linebacker.
Yeah.
Neither is Davenport. But
no.
No, but Flores is a 3-4 guy, and that was some of the.
This may be. Are they going to change the D-line scheme this year?
I don't know.
I mean that's what it looks like on the depth chart. It looks like they just haven't changed the depth chart from
DJ Wanham's also.
So Flores, he's going to. They're talking about he's going to change everything. The defense is going to be totally different.
So he's going to go to a 4-3.
No,
I don't know. It looks like he's a 3-4 guy.
He's a 3-4 guy.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah.
He's just going to make Hunter and Davenport stand up.
That doesn't sound good.
He came from Pittsburgh. I mean.
Yeah, okay.
He's 3-4. Always has been.
That's crazy. We'll see how that works.
And you knew that, and why would you sign Davenport? So, I mean, something.
Because he's a prototype.
Yeah, I mean.
Because they're going to be
he can do anything.
Quarterback a lot, is what they said.
He can do anything. Looking at the secondary, Harrison Smith, I thought he got cut, or did they talk about it? He's still there, it looks like. Andrew Booth.
I thought he got cut.
I did too. Andrew Booth Jr., I believe he's Clemson. Is it part of that draft class, huh? No. Maybe last year. Then the other corner, Byron Murphy, Harrison Smith, Cameron Bynum in the secondary. Defense isn't very good. You're relying on Hunter and Davenport to just break out and have some sacks, it looks like. And we don't know how that's going to go, especially in new positions. Let's look at their schedule real quick. Come on, man.
They probably got a pretty tough schedule because they won 13 games.
Yeah. Opening up against Tampa.
There you go.
At Philly.
Here we go.
Versus the Chargers. At Carolina. Versus the Chiefs. At Chicago. Versus the Niners on Monday Night Football.
That's tough.
Oh, that Philly game week 2 is on Prime Video. That's interesting.
There you go. Finally.
San Francisco, Green Bay, Falcons, Saints, Denver, Chicago. Man. Pretty tough.
I mean, what are you doing? Right?
Pretty tough.
And what's their over and under?
8.5.
8.5?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
From a 13-win year.
Wow. Bye week 13. Then you got at Vegas, at Cincy, versus Detroit, versus Green Bay, at Detroit.
I'm not a fan of playing the same team 2 out of 3
in
weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
And
that.
you've
I
seen,
don't like
I've seen
that.
that a lot on there too.
Yeah.
That's divisions. They're hoping the divisions are close and have some games where that
trying to
with meaning.
backload it.
Yeah.
That's a tough schedule. It's a
Yep.
tough schedule. I mean, you got to play Philly. You got to play the Chiefs. You got to play the Niners. You got to play the Bengals.
They lost a lot of defense.
They did. And your number 2 wide
Hard
receivers.
road for the Vikings.
Number 1 running back, number
Number 2 wide receiver. Yeah.
8 seems like a good number.
It's 8.5 though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could see them winning
9.
more.
9.
Yeah,
Nine's the,
I could see them winning 9.
9 feels like a
depends-
ceiling, though.
It depends on who wins between them and Detroit.
Yeah,
The
and
division games.
and that's why they got them down there, 16 and 18.
I mean, it could come down to that last week who wins the division.
Definitely. Yeah, that's going to be tough. And you do have to factor in what Jefferson brings you. You think he's not going to be what he was last year, but he's still going to be incredible. And
what is Madison going to be? Is he?
yeah,
You know,
he's
you
never
really
had the
don't know.
full role yet. With that Jefferson talk though, let's do our dirty 5.
Hey, let's do it.
Let's go.
I do have Bills. He sent his in.
Let's see what Bill's got.
Let's see.
Jerry Rice.
I got a feeling there's a white fill on
He's
the
all
list.
Jerry Rice.
Maybe
number
2.
1.
Maybe
yeah, there's
2.
a white fella number 1.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
I want to
I
say
mean,
he did this
he
last
could.
year.
Yeah. So,
It's Bill.
so Cooper Cup's not on there?
Nah, Travis Kelce's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, Justin Jefferson. Number 3, Devontae Adams. 4, Jamar Chase. 5, A.J. Brown.
Okay.
So, yeah, he
No digs?
put a tight end at number 1. But, hey, it's Travis Kelce. If anyone
Is he a tight end? Yeah. I
if
mean,
anyone
really.
can be that, it's him.
He just let us know who he's going to pick in fantasy in the first round.
Yeah. And, yeah, next week with our 35 tight ends, we're not allowing Kelce because he will be number 1 for everybody. But for Bill, who cares? We can let him have Kelce number 1. It fits his brand.
So one question before we get started. So are we doing the most talented, who we think is the best, or who's going to have the better year this year? Because that makes a big difference.
I kind of went with the second one right there for this year because of one certain guy's quarterback.
There's one guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're thinking about the same
Yeah.
guy.
And as far as talent, he could be 3 or 4 easy.
Yeah, but he's got a porn star throwing the ball.
Okay, you got the same guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I think of top 5 wide receivers, it's hard not to put him in there.
Exactly.
Because talent-wise,
He would be there in a
he's
normal
definitely there,
situation.
you know.
Any guy you put in his situation from my top 5, I would not have in my top 5. Put it that way.
Okay.
I wouldn't. If you take any of these other guys, put him out there in Las Vegas, I wouldn't have him in the top 5. I'd have him at 6. So
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of subjective, I guess, on how you look at it. I'm kind of leaning towards the next year because I feel like with wide receiver,
it's different.
if you do it from last year, like how do you not list the top 5 in yards? Essentially,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like how do you not do that? Because like it's different than running backs. Running backs might have an injury or missed a game or different. They might be more pass catching guys like Eckler.
I'm going for next.
I'm looking at next year. I think everybody is.
Because look, if you go too heavy on what they did the previous year, you'll end up putting Mac Jones up there.
That's true. That's true.
True. Yeah.
And not the should be MVP kind.
That was a good hunch.
Yeah, that was a
there.
dig at me.
What?
That was a dig at me.
Hey, speaking of Diggs, why don't you go? Because I know Diggs is going to be on your list.
Okay, I'll go. Number 5, I got Stephon Diggs.
There we go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Boy, I called that one.
I'm not gonna apologize for being me.
No, I mean he's good. He's really
yeah.
good.
He's top 5. Number 4, I got Jamar Chase.
Okay.
Number 3, A.J. Brown. Number 2,
Really?
Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
And then number
Okay.
1, Jefferson.
So no Devontae.
Devontae, if he did not have
Jimmy G's that bad though.
I think.
See, I don't think Jimmy G's that much of a step down from Carr.
How about this? What about when Jimmy G gets hurt and then it becomes the Stid show?
I don't.
You know Jimmy G's getting hurt.
Devontae Adams is also that guy.
They're going to be
It
behind and have to
Jimmy
throw
G.
it every game.
It took Jimmy G like 3 months to pass a physical.
You know Jimmy G's going to get
That's
hurt.
hard to do.
I think Devontae's shown at this point like you got to put just some faith in this dude's that freaking good.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had 14 touchdowns to earlier.
I didn't either.
Like,
I had him on a fantasy
I
team,
thought he
and
had a down
sucked.
year.
Yeah.
14 touchdowns.
14 touchdowns.
I led the league.
And
Never guessed
1,500
that.
yards.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, he was insane.
How? Not a clue.
It's just because Justin Jefferson did everything and everyone forgot about him.
Yep.
So who wants to start it off? Oh, wait,
I
you
just
just
went.
did. Crap.
Just two people.
Read that again.
Diggs at 5, 4 Jamar Chase, 3 A.J. Brown, 2 Tyreek Hill, 1 Justin Jefferson. With honorable
right.
mentions of Devontae Adams and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Ooh. Another good year.
Of
out of
who
him.
and who? Devontae and Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra, yeah.
I'll go next. So my number 5, my top 4 are actually the exact same guys as last year in different order. My number 5 this year, though, I got Jamar Chase, 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns in 12 games. Pretty freaking good.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You need him to stay healthy, obviously, but the connection he has with Burrow is just like nothing else in the NFL's like it besides Mahomes and Kelsey, I would say. That duo is just ridiculous. You think he's gonna have a great year if he can stay healthy. T. Higgins will take some targets away from him, Tyler Boyd, but it's Jamar Chase, it's Joe Burrow. So that's what it comes down to.
He's down there somewhere.
That is true. That is true. Come on. Sophia, it's the future. It's the future.
What a cross. Kick it out. Take the shot.
Where's Rapinoe?
Rapinoe's on
Good
time,
gosh.
dude.
Put in Rapinoe.
I don't know. She made the right play, though, by kicking it out.
Yeah. Number 4, I got Stephon Diggs.
Good for you.
I had him at 4 last year. What I said, I was like,
That was the move.
I don't think he'll ever be the best in the NFL, the best wide receiver. I don't think he'll ever be that. I don't know if he'll ever be top 3. I think he'll always be in this like top 5, top 7 range, though. I feel like as long as he's in Buffalo, obviously he took a step up since Minnesota, but I don't know, he's almost like Mr. Consistent, which my number 3 is Devontae Adams, which I will say is Mr. Consistent. I think he's the kind of guy that you can put around any quarterback, and he's going to find a way to succeed. I've been on record saying I don't think Jimmy G's that much of a step down than Carr. So, obviously, the health will be a factor. Can he stay on the field? Carr was pretty good at that. I think Adams is going to be I think
Who
he's going
has
to be
Adams
fine.
been bad with, though? I mean, what
What
bad
bad
quarterback?
quarterback?
He played with.
I don't
Jordan
know.
Love.
For how long?
A game,
A game
a
or
half.
Yeah.
Matt Fazell, maybe.
Nah.
Was that before him?
Rogers got hurt one year, I think, right?
Etling hadn't
Might have
played
been
one
too
time.
far. Might have been too far away.
Oh,
I can't think of a backup in Green Bay though. So
Matt Flynn.
yeah, but since then, that's like 2012. I don't know. Yeah, this will be his worst quarterback he's played with, like consistently, because Jimmy G's a little bit of a step down from Carr. I just don't think the gap's that big. But yeah, Devontae's at 3. He was my number 1 last year, so did drop a little bit after 1,500 yards and 14 touchdowns. But these top 2 were just insane. I got Tyreek at 2. He was my number 3 last year. I believe all of y'all left him off last year.
We did, except for I think
Because
Bill.
we didn't know about Tua.
Yeah, but
we didn't trust.
Still
him.
don't
similar-
trust
But
Tua.
Tua was good while he was healthy.
it was.
Well, we found he was quarterback proof.
Yeah.
He's one
Yeah,
hit.
that's the thing.
That's
like
exactly what we found out.
what I said last year, and it's similar to Adams. I think Adams can do what he does with anybody. Tyreek Hill's that kind of guy. Get him the ball any kind of way. He's gonna. I mean, he's a game breaker that no one else in the NFL is.
If Tua has another year or two like he did last year, though, he's going to sound like our president by the time he's 30.
Jesus.
My butt's been wiped.
If Tua has that year like last year, what's his contract better look like? That's the more interesting thing.
I don't know.
That's the more
He's
interesting thing.
retiring if he has
like,
another.
Yeah,
year
they're
like
going to
last
kill
I'm
year.
him.
about to say, I don't know if he's gonna get to play.
But what does Miami do if he succeeds this year?
I mean, they got to pay
They
him.
got to pay him. But what do you pay him?
If I'm Tua, I'm setting the freaking market because I don't know how long this is going to go.
Speaking of concussions, what's happening on the screen?
I've never seen what they put on that chick's head.
They put a skull cap on her.
I mean,
it looks like she's about to go swimming for the team.
She took a noggin to the back of the head.
If he gets another terrible concussion like he did last year, is the NFL going to step in and be like, dude,
Probably.
you can't
Y'all got to do something.
Yeah.
Mike
I don't think
McDaniel will be
they did.
fired.
Did he have his own thoughts
Kyle,
of retiring?
After that
he
last year,
Yeah, but they're all about the money. They're going to punt to the doctors. The doctors want to get paid too.
I don't think they
It's a
trust the
bunch of
doctors
yes
after.
I don't think the NFL will ever step in. I think it's going to be him.
That's what I'm saying.
Before.
Yeah, it'll be him.
NFL don't care, man.
My
They
number
don't.
one,
I really
though,
don't think they care.
my number one, Justin Jefferson. I had him at 2 last year. He did take the step I expected. I had the prediction of Offensive Player of the Year. Crushed that. He was incredible. I think he's going to be really, really good again this year. I think we're kind of seeing him be the new Devontae. We don't know how much Devontae's got left. Obviously, he was incredible early on. I think Jefferson's going to be that kind of guy. That he's not your Chase, which is your big play kind of guy, but he can do it still.
He gonna get 10 or 12.
He was
catches.
he was a lot of big plays last year, Jefferson.
Yeah, but he still also had 12 catches.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like I felt like every time I turned TV,
He does it. He does it all.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
scoring a 50-yard touchdown.
He was
I mean,
100 yards every week.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah, he'll get 100 or 150 off of 12 catches, while Chase might get 180 on 4.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah, I mean, Jefferson's incredible. Very fun to watch.
Oh, come on, Sophia.
Ooh,
That's not Sophia. That's Rodman.
That was nasty.
Come on.
Take a shot.
Nobody gonna shoot. So Peyton,
Did they add more time?
They had to because there was a serious injury.
Well, ain't they updated on the screen?
They never updated on the screen.
Peyton, what you got?
All right, number 5.
It's just piss poor.
I think I got Cooper Kupp. I think Stafford and them are going to have a little bounce back year. I just don't.
He always does after injury.
I just don't see.
I'm ready to get into them next week.
McVay. I know it's dumb.
He got married.
I
got
actually
married.
placed a little bit on the Rams to win the division because it was plus 1,000. So I mean,
You're banking a lot on Stafford and Cup.
yeah, I am, and McVay not.
They won a Super
sucking
Bowl
again. I mean,
a
like,
couple of years ago.
But
Just them two.
back then they were all in. We're bringing in the Odells, the
yes,
Jalen
yes.
Ramseys.
But you
Oh, they
still got
did have a
Aaron
defense.
Donald. I mean, you still like. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
But it was plus 1,000. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, let's throw it on this because I mean, who trusts Seattle a lot? I mean, then you don't know about San Fran's quarterback situation still, so
Yeah.
why not? But I feel like Cooper Kupp's gonna have another good. I think he's gonna have a good year. I do
too.
I Stafford, I think
I do too.
should be back, and I don't know. I just feel like he's been forgot about with the injury last year and stuff like that.
Here's their defense. Name me some of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, it's not like they're going up against high-powered offenses in that division.
Yeah.
I mean, that division's not really a great offense.
It can work.
Yeah,
It's
you just don't know.
it's a long shot.
Yet again, it's
which is plus
NFC.
1,000.
It's
Yeah.
plus 1,000. Yeah, I mean, why not throw a little on it? Number 4, Jamar Chase. Number 3, AJ Brown. Number 2, Tyreek Hill, and number 1, Justin Jefferson.
So no Devontae, no Diggs.
No,
So y'all think AJ's going to do what he did last year again?
I
feel like Devontae's going
I
to
think
step in a little bit
Devontae's
more.
going to take some of that away, but I still think he does good.
Yeah,
he
I mean,
had a phenomenal year last year, though.
He did.
I mean,
and
really good.
I just feel like the NFC yet again is not real strong, and I feel like the Eagles' offense is probably one of the best offenses in the NFC.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably
That's
score
one
a
of
lot.
the best offenses in the league.
They're going to score a lot of points.
Yeah.
So I feel like both receivers are going to have chances to.
Yeah, I think last year was 1,500 and 1,000 for them too.
Yeah, I mean, and AJ, he's going to be a touchdown guy for
Yeah,
him.
And I
mean,
feel like
so-
he was the perfect wide receiver for Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, kind of
Big
throw
body
throw it
guy.
up there and let him get
Chunk
it.
it and just see
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah.
So he's going high in the fantasy football draft.
Yeah,
would think he
probably top
would.
2 rounds. I haven't really looked at the leagues this year.
I
but
haven't either, but I would think that would
Top
be.
20.
I know. I'm pretty sure the order goes McCaffrey, Jefferson, Chase, Tyreek though, like 1 through 4 overall.
And I think it's real heavy wide receivers. Yeah. Top.
And so much of the running backs.
As it
it's-
should be.
It's so crazy now. But think back like 5 years ago.
It was all running back.
You would
all
get
running backs.
you'd get maybe
Yeah,
one
but
wide
look how many
receiver in that top 10.
5,000 yard passers or people are knocking on that door.
When somebody would pick a wide receiver, everybody like,
Yeah. It would be like one
Well,
wide
well,
receiver
that's a good pick.
and then Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Passing yards have increased and points overall have increased, but passing touchdowns really hadn't climbed a whole lot. That tells
like
you
Herbert had 25 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, and then that tells you that offenses are moving the ball with the pass more than the run.
It's hard to depend on a running back because they get hurt so much too.
Yeah.
Supply and demand, baby.
And they just don't get signed.
Well,
get paid.
no. Also, it's just become a revolving door. I mean, they don't. They're rotating 2-3 guys and running backs so much more now.
I do think we're going to reach a point though, and y'all can quote me on this, where the evolution of the game, the evolution of the game is going to be cyclic, and it's going to eventually take a turn because right now, everybody's in an arms race to have this, to have that, to have this, to have
I think
that.
it's going to be a running backs league eventually.
In our lifetime, we'll probably see some more running backs.
Well, you're about to see it because everybody's going so strong at cornerback position and stuff like that. Up the middle is going to be pretty open.
The Niners.
It's only
Yeah,
a matter
I
of
mean,
time
exactly.
until we start running out of really good quarterbacks.
I think we already have.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a matter of time till
but
these quarterbacks that look really good.
Hold on though. Rule changes, and
Yeah.
also they're breeding these kids. These
Yeah.
kids have
That's all they do now.
the tools at home. They can analyze their throwing motion. They get all this
It's so
coaching.
different.
It's a completely different monster.
I mean, you can kind of look at the NBA. Like, it's the best players in the NBA right now, centers.
Yeah.
5 years ago, centers were
the
becoming
NBA the
non-existent.
NBA is the virus version of they evolve faster.
It's a
Yeah.
different,
Because
different
it's-
type of
because it's
of
5
centers,
players.
Oh, it is.
So it's going to evolve
They can
quickly.
shoot.
Yeah.
You know, but all right. So my list, and I wanted to go last because I wanted to shake it up a little bit. I realize this is
Josh, you go?
You want me to go first?
Oh, my bad. My bad. Josh, I thought you already went.
No.
Oh, my bad. No, let Josh go.
Kyle's
My
saying
bad.
he
I'm
wants
gonna
to go
shake it.
last.
I want to go last.
Okay. Well, then I will go.
Me and you might be thinking the same thing though.
Okay. I got Adams. I just can't hardly see. A
But you
top-
put him at 5.
at 5.
Okay.
I can't hardly see.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same page.
Putting him in there. I mean, there's a couple that I mean, Brown had a great year. Diggs, but I feel like I just can't have a top 5 without having him in it.
Yeah.
Hill, number 4. I mean, what he done after changing quarterbacks was amazing.
And with him, you
Cup
could
at
also
3.
see some of the A.J. Brown factor with Smith. Waddle's really freaking good.
Yeah. Cup, if you look at what he done
After injury.
before Stafford got hurt, he was the number. I think he was the number 1 wide receiver.
He was-
in the league.
he was
Yeah, he was
crushing
doing
it.
pretty
Yeah.
much what he did. the year
So
before.
I mean, I expect him to pick up right where he left off.
What did he hurt though? Didn't he get hurt?
ACL.
Cup.
No, he didn't tear his ACL, did he?
You sure?
I don't think he did. I thought it was ankle.
High ankle sprain.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it was
I don't know how to
ankle.
see it. Something. He's in his 7th year.
Yeah, he's been around
Holy
for a while.
crap!
He came out with Trent Taylor.
Wow.
But and then
Cup at 3.
Yeah, I mean, here's his stats right here: 100, 100, 40, 100, 100, 80, 70,
Ankle injury.
100.
yeah, I mean
Yeah, he's still
straight crush.
that's a
keep
top
up.
5 wide receiver right there.
Yeah.
And then I got the 2 LSU boys,
Yeah,
Chase
that's right.
and of course JJ, the best wide receiver in a league
at-
without question.
At most points last year, and a buddy of mine actually texted us in a group message, and he's not a big LSU guy, but he keeps up a little bit. He's like, I mean, how can you say Chase and Jefferson's not 1 or 2 in the league right now? I mean, they were just tearing up the lead last year, both of them.
They're nasty.
I mean, they are.
And they do it. They do it all.
Yeah, exactly. There's no.
How tall is Chase? He
6'1", so less
he
than
does
that.
not. He does not look like he should win those balls that he
He's
does.
strong.
He looks,
He's strong.
yeah, he looks bigger to me though than what they list him at on the field. He doesn't
He
look small
plays-
out
he
there.
plays
And
bigger.
He does. He plays.
He
got
plays bigger than
strong
what he is.
hands 'cause
He
he'll
should
pull it
not.
away from them
He
other
should not
guys.
win all those jump balls.
Yeah,
He wants it more.
I mean,
Yeah.
he wins jump balls like he's 6'4".
He did it at LSU.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jefferson was so good. Look at those numbers:
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
184, 154, 193,
47.
I mean,
223.
Drooling fantasy football owners.
You could almost say he's like the best player in the league. I mean, really.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a
And
very.
we-
we,
yes,
we might
yes.
should have done this list
Yeah.
without Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No,
I
it
agree.
might
he's got to
should
do
have.
it longer.
Well, everybody's
He's gotta-
won though. Everybody's gonna have him on one. You haven't won, don't you?
Yeah, I'm having him on one.
See, everybody has him on one though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder where he lands in the top 100, the NFL top 100.
He might be top 3.
But guys,
he's got to be way
the
up
guys
there.
that we aren't voting for, like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, have been the best for it.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So
I guess
Clear cut.
and like I said, I mean, guys like Devontae and Tyreek and
They can all have an argument.
yeah.
Them other guys like with
Especially,
Kelce and Pat,
I mean,
there's no argument.
Devontae. If we'd have done this last year, Devontae probably would have had the Mahomes and Kelce rule.
yeah.
Devontae's been that guy for 6 years now.
And hey, who
Feels
say
like.
Patrick Mahomes
but
and
I've
Travis Kelce
never
don't take a step
felt
back?
like he was the clear-cut number one though.
That is true.
Maybe
with
it's just because of the
receivers.
it's the
with
wide
receivers.
receiver
It's 'cause
position.
I
So
mean,
much can change. And
Have
so
y'all
much
seen that?
depending on the quarterback.
Have y'all seen the
so
graphic?
many of 'em.
Have y'all seen the graphic with the leading receivers in the league over the past 20 years? Somebody posted a graphic recently, but it changes a lot. Like it's not really consistent. So, all right. So my list.
Chase had under 50 once last year in his games he played.
jeez.
My list is not gonna be as popular on social media. I'm gonna have probably some people be like, "Dude, he's smoking crack." What's Kyle doing?
Michael Thomas,
no, pissing Michael
Chris Olave.
Thomas. No,
Wait.
I hope y'all.
Hold
are,
up,
I
do
hope
we-
y'all are right.
Is Taysom a tight end for next week?
Oh.
Yes, of course he is.
Not on my list.
He ain't gonna make a list.
Jimmy Graham's higher than Taysom.
Stop it. That's not.
We'll
no.
just do it. We'll do a utility list.
Hey
later
man,
on.
I'm gonna have to light this candle in this mug. I am gonna light it if I'm here for the tight end list.
Like those.
So I'm leaving off 2 future Hall of Famers from these groups off of my top 5, and it has nothing to do with them or the talent that they have. Has a little bit to do with their aging, but I'm leaving off Adams and Cup from the top 5.
Okay.
I don't feel good about that.
Hold up. You're putting Cup in the Hall of Fame?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh goodness.
Well, I think that depends on this year
bold.
too.
Yeah.
He's got to pick up,
Yeah.
know, where he left off. Before
He
he got
needs
hurt.
at least
Yeah.
5 or 6 more years, man. Like he ain't Barry. Like
No,
He ain't
no,
Barry.
but I
he
think
can't play a handful of years.
He was the best player in the league. 2 years ago?
yeah.
Bowl year.
I do think
He is also a
part of
product of
that-
racism.
But that's not his fault. That's not his fault. The quarterback chooses to throw it to
That's
him.
true. That's true.
I think
He's just running out there.
I think if he continues to put up crazy numbers, that he
I will
get
file
in,
a case. Yeah.
partly because of his story.
I will sue Roger Goodell.
like the underdog. Then he basically won the Super Bowl for the Rams. So, anyways, without
he
that
was
being
insane
said,
that year.
It's
He
one of
was.
the greatest years.
He
of
was
wide receiver.
insane. Yeah.
so at number 5, I'm gonna go with the Rookie of the Year from last year, Wilson, because of who's throwing
Aaron
to him.
Rodgers. Okay.
He had 1,100 yards last year.
I didn't know who the rookie of the year was. It was
4
I forgot who
touchdowns.
even won it because there's like 4 people. That
I
should've-
know when I was like waiting on y'all to say
'cause
something. I
I
can tell y'all were
remember-
thinking.
Like him, Olave, and there was
Yeah,
another
him and
one. All had
Olave,
like the
yeah.
same numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's obviously got a huge upgrade at quarterback.
Yeah.
To me, wide
Then
receivers
Mike White, Joe
don't
Flacco, Zach
pop.
Wilson.
They don't pop year 1. They pop year 2.
That's true.
So,
So
this
you
is a
thinking that's
reach.
the next Adams?
I think he's just going to ride Aaron's.
I like
coattails
that.
for
I
a
like
while.
that. I like
step
it.
up.
I'm not going
I
to say
like it.
huge. I just think he's going to be a top 10,
like
10,
it.
possibly
I'm not
top 5
mad
guy.
at that at all.
No, it makes sense.
But we're looking at this year's.
So we're looking at
production.
this
That's
year's.
right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Number 4, I'm gonna go with Diggs.
All right.
I can't get away from Diggs, and then it's like, I mean, really, who else are they gonna?
Throw it too.
Who's getting the ball down
Gabe
there?
Davis taking
Gabe
that
Davis?
step.
Yeah,
Chance
I mean,
hates
he
Got
it.
to see it
Diggs.
though.
I feel like I've been saying that for how many years now?
About
I
3
know,
now.
and that's why I pointed at Chance because
He'll
I
have
knew,
that
I knew
one
he didn't
big
like
game.
him.
I hate Gabe Davis
Yeah.
so much.
One huge game, and then everybody's on his
Well,
bandwagon.
they got that tight end Kincaid. He's supposed to be good too.
And then-
they just paid Dawson Knox.
Tyreek Hill, he's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't know if Tua could get it to him enough. Actually, Tua had enough to go around to 2 guys.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is still
They're
freaking
so good.
fast, dude. Was that last year when he chucked the deuces to the Bills player?
No, that was
He was year before
That was
that?
with the Chiefs. That was the heartbreaker game.
Okay.
The Gabe
That-
Davis game where he scored 4 touchdowns.
Okay, that play right there was one of the nastiest, freak athlete plays. I know probably a lot of people didn't look at that play, man. Man, that dude's a freak. Y'all, that guy had the best possible angle on him, and Tyreek turned around, looked at him, and chucked deuces, and blew
Like,
by.
you know how fast you got to be just to be outrunning all these top athletes in the world?
Have y'all seen
Yeah.
that he's in trouble again?
Nah, yeah, but he'd be all right.
Yeah.
What did he? What,
Had an altercation at the yacht club.
he beat his kid again.
Imagine that.
Yeah, it'd be all
Yeah,
right.
this was another adult.
Oh God!
He was arguing with somebody that was getting shoved away by
Probably somebody said that he was
bodyguard and
faster
slapped
than him.
somebody.
Well, hey, as long as he lets,
Shorty.
he should let his crew take the punches and not throw
Well,
any
you
like
wouldn't beat me like
Kamara.
you beat your boy that time.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't do like Kamara.
Did y'all see the Cam Newton video that came out?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, good for Cam.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
said we got
I'm
the
on
same
his
amount of
side.
Super Bowl rings. I have the same amount of Super Bowl rings than you have. And he said, yeah, but I got a different checking account.
He does.
said that
He
too?
does.
Like, straight up, a kid.
A kid.
No, I wouldn't even.
I mean,
Why are
man.
these kids? Why are these kids like coming up
Social
to like,
media.
Social media.
Social media, man.
Like, dude, Cam Newton is one of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time.
They knew that they
And an
made the
MVP.
social- Yeah,
Like a dominant
almost
MVP.
had a perfect season that year.
Yeah, 15-1.
They
So
knew they'd go
Well, it
viral.
gets that kid's name.
crap
out there.
on
Bingo.
Cam
That's what it
Newton.
is.
I don't like him, but I would never.
Scam Cam.
Yeah, crap on him.
Yeah, I can't.
So, and then I mean, number 2, number 1, of course, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. I mean, we've all did. Everybody have them 1, 2,
No, I had
did
5.
not. I had him
and
4.
5-1.
Chase?
Yeah,
No, I
One,
haven't.
two.
nobody had him 1, 2.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, he
You
did.
did Peyton.
Well, your vote don't count, Josh.
I had
'cause
Chase
he
at-
tried to skip over you.
I had Chase at 4.
Okay, so me and Josh, but y'all really aren't that high on Chase this year.
Well, all right, so
No, I think
I'm
T.
gonna ask
Higgins
y'all-
takes away
I'm
from
gonna
it.
ask y'all this.
Interchangeable.
I'm gonna ask y'all this. What makes Chase better than Hill? I think they're similar style players, but Hill's done it more and almost better.
No, I think
have-
I think it's a quarterback you're trusting.
yeah, it's quarterback.
I think I don't know. Nobody.
Tyreek just gave you 1,700 with Skylar Thompson for half the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to see that again, though. I mean, it was like,
he did it
he's
with
done it
Patrick
again.
Mahomes.
And
Like,
well, yeah, he's going to do it, Mahomes. I mean, that absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think everybody thinks too is going to hurt. I mean, then you're going to be Miami's going to be in a.
they
crap
got
show.
who's their backup now? They got an
but
actual one.
he did do it. He did do it with like
Skylar Thompson.
Scrubs.
Yeah, who is their backup?
They got an actual one.
an actual one.
Mike White. Mike White.
Skylar Thompson doesn't count anymore.
No. Mike White from the Jets, who looked really well. I mean, looked really good last year.
I really do want to see what Garrett Wilson does with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I hear like they've got great chemistry so far.
Yeah, he's lighting it up.
So-
Yeah, you didn't see the video that went viral yesterday?
Yeah. So we'll see. I think
I
that
love
kid's
the
got a
I
lot of
love the
talent.
Wilson pick.
I liked Wilson, out of college, just like
He's
I
an
liked
Ohio
Olave.
State guy.
Yeah. So
But we're sitting
we'll
here, and Chance made a good point. We're sitting here arguing. I mean, these guys are
We're arguing.
interchangeable.
We're arguing
I mean,
minutia. Yeah.
it's not like one's just that much better than the other. Now, if JJ does what he did last year, he's starting to separate himself.
Yes.
I mean, like that's another
And
level.
another thing
but-
about that though, we talked a little bit. Were we on air when we talked about the Kirk Cousins thing and how he left him out of his top 5?
No, we were not on it.
So he left his quarterback out of his top 5.
Hold up, and with what we're talking about with Jefferson, 1,808. Tyreek had 1,707. Like,
Yeah,
Tyreek
Tyreek's
wasn't
a
that
freak.
far
Yeah,
back.
Tyreek's free.
yeah, I mean, I got Tyreek at 2. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying.
I just feel like we're, and it's probably the LSU bias a little bit.
It's only
is.
about Tua though.
I felt like
Maybe
Jefferson had more touchdowns. He only had 8 touchdowns. I felt like he had more touchdowns than that.
He would just go for 170. So
About
his,
to
his,
say-
his
He get
fantasy
tackled on a
points.
2-yard
Hey,
line.
speaking of that though, let's say this: since he crapped on his quarterback and left him out of the top 5. Now I'm not saying that's maybe Jefferson is a devout Christian and he cannot lie. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he had to really say what he believed.
Kirk's been preaching to him, and his dad came in
Maybe
and gave him
so,
sermons.
but you don't bite the hand that feeds you. I don't care if he's at number 5. Like that dude is feeding you the freaking
That's
rock.
like Mike McDaniel saying Tua's the best,
And-
the most accurate quarterback in the league, or whatever. It
and
was.
I'm not Kirk Cousins, but I might starve him for a quarter or two just to show him I can sling it to somebody
Have
else.
you seen his receiving core? He ain't gonna start it.
I know, but you don't do that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Kurt probably agrees with him. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're right, Justin.
Kirk is, you
I'm not
like
better than
that?
Mahomes. I'm not better than Burrow. I'm not better
Speaking
than
of a
Allen.
Christian man, Kirk believes it. Like Kirk knows it's right.
I didn't see that. I saw it.
You know what's
I
the
saw them
craziest
getting each
about
other's
this
face.
list is Travis Kelce at number 8.
Bill's got him.
I
Bill
mean,
Bill knows.
He's a tight end. Where's our
Third
next
most
tight end?
catches.
Mark Andrews? Hawkinson at 900 yards. insane. No CeeDee Lamb love.
Dak.
Well, Dallas.
I tell you what, no, with his number 2 receiver, Brandon Cooks, though, CeeDee Lamb could have a great year.
And Michael Gallup as well.
Now, a whole lot.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Yeah. We'll
Look at
CeeDee
Tua.
Lamb.
Look at Tua though feeding, or look at the
2
Miami.
and 7.
Look at the Miami offensive coordinator feeding.
CeeDee Lamb's going to be
2 monsters.
We'll be sitting there maybe like, yeah, he probably should crap.
I think he has an argument for 5.
Yeah.
How about Amari Cooper
I
being
thought
up
that's
that
where
high?
you were going, honestly, Kyle. I thought you were going CeeDee Lamb at 5.
Amari Cooper was great last year.
No, I'm never gonna pick a Cowboy at 5.
Yeah, Amari Cooper was great.
The last top
fantasy team.
I don't know. I guess I would have picked what's his name back in the day.
Who's that?
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What did your dad say?
I mean, he's a cokehead.
Yeah.
And my dad was not wrong. Michael Irvin will tell you he did a lot of cocaine in the 90s.
I'm sure there's video proof. Of that.
Yeah.
If there were phones back then, it would have been really interesting.
All
that
right.
house
It's powdered
they had-
donuts, guys.
That BC powder had a headache.
Well, that was fun. Next week, NFC West. We get them Rams, Seahawks, Niners, and Cardinals.
That was a long pod, y'all. That's 2.5 hours.
It was. We didn't even talk Saints.
We talked a little bit.
Congrats to Brian Harmon,
Who's that?
the Open champion.
Who dat?
A lot of people were saying, "Who's that?"
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be